We gotta keep that same energy. We gotta keep that same energy with Terrence Bud Crawford that we do with everybody else. And I'm gonna tell you this thing about Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford, this dude is doing stuff that no one else can get away with. No one else can get away with saying you don't want to fight Vergil Ortiz. You don't want to fight Boots Ennis. The only guy you want to fight is Canelo Alvarez, or you want to retire. Think about it. You only want to fight Canelo. You don't want to fight Vergil. You don't want to fight Boots. You don't want to fight anybody else. All you want to do is fight Canelo Alvarez, and if you can't get that payday, you want to retire and take your sorry ass home. And think about this. Here's the worst thing about Bud Crawford. Here's the worst thing. You think beating a messed up Errol Spence was king shit? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Any man out here that thought Errol Spence was elite is the type of man that liked to get his ass ate. Because anybody with common sense knows that Errol Spence Jr. was vastly overrated, one-dimensional, and Terrence Crawford even admitted that Errol Spence is a hype job. Those are not my words. That's Terrence Crawford and his team. So you want your ass ate for beating Errol Spence Jr.? What kind of man are you? That doesn't even make any sense. How are you almost 40 years old and you got a garbage resume but 2 undisputed crowns? You should have got a draw in your last fight. I mean, come on. Come on. We got to keep the same energy. This don't make no damn sense. This don't make no sense. Terrence Crawford said he don't want to fight Boots. He don't want to fight Vergil. So let me bring you back. When he said he didn't want to fight Boots, everybody gave him a pass. Oh, he's super bud. He can beat everybody. He's super bud. Now he's talking about he don't want to fight Vergil, and they ready to give him another pass. Nobody's criticizing. Nobody's keeping the same energy. Nobody's saying, come on, man, fight the best. Step up. Do something. Clean out your division. Go undisputed. He's super bud. He can do whatever he want to do. This is your king. This is your king. And here's another problem I got with the bud sexuals out here. Here's another problem. And here's a problem that I have with Turki Alalshikh as well. Turki, when Canelo Alvarez did not want to do what the Turk said, Turki came out and snapped at Canelo, tried to trash his name in the media, and just went back and forth with Canelo Alvarez on some disrespectful shit. But when Bud said, no, I'm not going to fight Vergil Ortiz, Turki didn't get disrespectful. He didn't go back and forth in public. He just held his nuts and said, well, you know, Crawford's either going to retire if he can't get the Canelo fight. He's just going to duck Vergil. There was no shit talk. He's not keeping the same energy. That's all I'm saying. Terrence Crawford walking around here trying to get his ass ate over beating Errol Spence. Don't nobody give you a cookie. That's what you're supposed to do. You called that man a hype job. What are we talking about? And I'm going to tell you guys one more thing about Terrence Crawford. I'm going to tell you guys something else. People said Terrence Crawford is the greatest fighter of the generation. He's an elite fighter. He's this, he's that, he's all of these things. If Terrence Crawford was the guy that they said he was, then he would have fought Vergil. If he's the guy who they say he was, he'd have fought Boots. He would have no problem saying, I'm going to beat Boots, Vergil, and Canelo all in the same year. He's not on that type of time. He's chasing a payday. He's trying to get in there with Vergil and Boots and all those guys. If he was the guy they said he was, he'd be fearless, not ducking no smoke. But the problem that we have is every time Terrence Crawford's name get mentioned with anybody else, it's always, oh, Bud ain't got to do this. Bud ain't got to do that. Bud can do what he wants. He's super Bud. Like you want to eat a grown man's ass? You don't want to keep the same energy? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? I mean, all we got to do is keep the same energy. This don't make any sense. Don't make any sense. These dudes disgust me. Now, for all of you that don't know, I just dropped the link. Anybody want to give me their thoughts? You're more than welcome to do it. You're more than welcome to jump on here, say what you got to say. You know, and we can get to you, we can get this in. But all I'm gonna say is this don't make no damn sense. This don't make no damn sense. Super Bud. This is my brother from another mother, Supreme. What's good, Preem?
What's cracking, family? Everything good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Talk to me, Preem. Hold on, where you at, my brother? What you doing?
I'm out here looking at my son punching at this bag going like 8:30.
You out here doing it big, Preem. What do you think about this Bud Crawford talk not trying to fight Vergil?
Bro, that's a sucker ass move, bro. That's a sucker ass move for real. I ain't gonna lie. He vacated the joint. He wants a retirement payday. I get it. He's getting old. He wants to retire over that Canelo money. That's what he want to do.
And look, if he want to retire over that Canelo money, drop the belt. Don't even talk about this and just admit you ducking and smoking the division. I don't want to hear nothing else.
He ducking the smoke, man. All these Crawford fans gotta understand he's out for the money now. That's all he doing. It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
And look, if that's what he's trying to do, okay, that's fine. But the problem I have with people is they trying to play both sides of the fence. He ain't a duck. He's trying to fight. His resume too weak. Your resume too weak. You got to fight some names. You got to get in there and beat some names. The guy with 11 fights ain't it, Preem.
But why is he? Let me ask you something. Why Crawford is ducking my man Vergil Ortiz, yo?
And they say Vergil easy work, Preem. So if easy work, go in there and put him down.
That's it. Put him down. Put Boots down. And then, you know what I'm saying, then try to get that Canelo fight.
Because then can't nobody say you didn't put Vergil and Boots down in a year. Can't nobody say shit.
They can't say nothing.
Both they ass.
Unless they want to do like Devin Haney and go around and punching people in the face in the carnivals. You know what I mean?
Devin Haney is garbage truck too. This first off, how you go to a decision in a street fight, you pussy?
Yo.
Preem, you decisioning a dude in a street fight? You having a street fight and you got a decision? Come on, man.
Yo, he got in the street fight. Homeboy got back up, started fighting the other dudes, and Devin Haney hauled ass. He walked away real quick. He said, I'm out of here.
Man, it don't make no sense with Devin Haney, man. Oh, man, Devin Haney disgusts me, man. Then you hide behind these other guys. Then you try to sneak in. I mean, you just moving like a hoe. I don't know, man. I can't deal with Devin Haney, man. I just can't.
Hey, let me tell you something. That I don't know, man. That Berlanga and Canelo fight, man, is just right now. It is what it is, man. That's the only Puerto Rican we got besides Matias and Sanders, you know, and it's sad, but it is what it is.
But Xander looking like he's ready, man. He's looking like he's ready to, and he's improving, putting in work. So I think Xander got a great future and career ahead of him.
Yeah, he's on his Miguel Cotto shit.
Yeah, but I don't know what to say about Berlanga. We're gonna find out who Berlanga really is when he fight Canelo. If all the shit he talking, we about to find out.
We're gonna find out, and the campus is gonna find out too.
Oh,
real talk.
Oh man, let me add some more people on here. Big Boss, what's good with you, my brother?
What's up, BFP? Thanks for having me on.
Salute. What do you think about all this Bud Crawford talk?
Man, I thought Bud Crawford was going to be about legacy, trying to go undisputed at 154, but now that's thrown out the window now. Now he's focused on Canelo. Well, either he's going to be waiting a long ass time or just retire because he's not getting it.
Exactly. I mean, and look, let me ask you this: if another fighter was saying, "I don't want to fight Vergil, I don't want to fight Boots," they would call him a duck. So why does Terrence Crawford always get a pass for saying that he don't want to fight certain fighters? Why does he get that pass?
He shouldn't be. I mean, I don't know why the Budsexuals are all over him trying to protect this man. And same with Turki Alalshikh. I mean, he can't get a pass at all. Canelo's never going to get a pass, and neither should Bud. I mean, he's supposed to be elite, right? So be elite at 154. I mean, you already took care of Madrimov. Vergil took care of Bohachuk. Just now fight Vergil. Fight any other title contender, you know?
He's not going to do it because Vergil's supposed to be easy work. Vergil's supposed to be easy work, so he ain't going to do that.
And here's a problem I got. Like guys like this, Zoting TV. Now I get it. You don't like Canelo. You're not a Canelo fan. That's fine. You don't have to be a Canelo fan. But you just say so. We're talking about Bud Crawford saying that he don't want to fight Vergil, saying he don't want to fight Boots, and the only comment you come up with is Bud about to whoop Canelo. What does this even mean? So you just gonna skip over ducking to put your feelings out here?
There are weight classes for a reason.
No. Even if that's your opinion, that's fine. But so you just gonna ignore Bud ducking? You're okay with him ducking? That's what I'm talking about. We don't care about your dumbass opinion. We know you're an idiot. But what I'm saying is, we know you're a filthy animal. We know all of this. We know you like your ass ate from the back. We know what kind of man you are. Stop. Baconator said, Super Bud saw 154 was hard. Difficulty. He's out. He's ready for that retirement paycheck, like Preem say.
Yeah. He's out of there.
Retirement paycheck, my brother.
I mean, everybody got to see that. That's what it's all about right now. This boxing thing, I get it. People legacy. That shit ain't like that no more, bro. I don't think it's like that no more. You got everybody want to fight. I get it. You got to break some money, but people want to. They just doing this shit for money. Like Big Mo, I ain't gonna fight this guy. I want to fight Canelo, and then you got Mr. Sheik coming from wherever he coming from down here, polluting these guys' minds, bro. I got all the money in the world, so I'm gonna give you what you need. Polluting these people's mind, man. Instead of letting them fight, let them fight. Let them do it the right way. Why don't he wipe out the whole Vergil and everybody, and then go see Canelo? But that's not gonna happen. We ain't gonna see that because there's other guys here just hitting everybody in the head with money. Oh, Shakur, I got you. I'm gonna give you what you need unless you fight Zepeda. You gotta fight Zepeda. This guy, I got you. You gotta fight this guy. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy.
I don't know what Turki Alalshikh was talking about in that spaces, saying, "Oh, Canelo contacted you." No, it must have been a fake Canelo account because Canelo, he's already focused on Berlanga. He already said so himself. So why would he want to contact Turki? Makes no sense.
Exactly. I know he ain't gonna contact with him. Canelo's the type of dude that you can't tell him what to do. You can see it already. You can see that he has his mind made up. You're not gonna tell him what to do. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he knows exactly how to play the game.
Exactly. Turki's still sore. I thought he was going to move on, but no.
International, what's up, my guy? Can y'all hear me?
Who that?
Yeah, you have to raise your volume a bit.
Yeah, raise your volume up, big dog.
Oh, y'all can hear me on here?
We can hear you
a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit better now.
What's up, IBFP?
IBFP is on a bathroom break.
Hey, salute to the panel. Salute to the chat. Like, I've been covering this. Like my guy, IBFP call him the turd, right? I've been covering this goofy ass dude, since he came into boxing. At first, I thought this guy was for the good of boxing. Then I started seeing this guy who don't look like he never did a second of hard work in his life. Started trying to come over here to America and try to tell us how we could dictate how things go on. And then especially, who did this guy think he is thinking he could talk to Canelo like
that? Well, like, Canelo done already G-checked him, Io. He done already G-checked him.
No, yeah, IBFP, what's up, my guy?
He done already G-checked him, Io. He done already G-checked. He said, man, ain't no man with no fucking balls gonna walk around here and tell the face of boxing what to do.
Like that was mind-boggling to me. To see this guy wear his cheek on his head, and just the biasness in this guy. Talking about he want to fight, he want to make a big fight for Crawford. Well, hold up. You want to make a big fight for Crawford, so you think it's just supposed to be Canelo? Like, dude, Canelo is worth M&Ms. See, when you talk to Canelo, you talk to him differently, sir. Like the arrogance of this guy, and I'm willing to stamp this. I've been saying this for about 2 or 3 weeks now. Turki Alalshikh will not be in boxing in 2026.
That's real talk right there. That is real
Let me ask
talk.
you this. Let me ask you this, IOTBA. I want to get your thoughts on this. Bud Crawford saying that he won't fight Boots and he won't fight Vergil Ortiz. Is that a duck, sir?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, IBFP, because I know how you feel about it because I watch your videos.
Be honest.
I don't think it's a duck, right?
Okay, so what is it?
I think Terrence Crawford has made it to the level, right, to where them guys, you know, they missed they turn. Now,
Wait,
if
hold on, Io. Name 3 top elite level fighters Bud Crawford fought in his prime. Because once you get these elite names in your prime on your resume, can't nobody call you in a doubt. I get that he was undisputed, but you fighting Julius and Dongo to go undisputed don't mean shit to me. So I need 3 top names right now that Terrence Crawford fought for me to say, oh, he don't gotta fight Vergil. He don't gotta fight Boots. What are those names?
now I get what you're saying, right? Like you got married to what you're saying, but like we can't take the undisputed in 2-weight divisions from him. We can't take.
No, we don't want to take it, but an accomplishment is hollow. Adrian Broner was a 4-weight world champion. That don't mean shit. Don't mean shit. He didn't go out there and beat no killers.
No, you right, because I said, look, if you don't get the Canelo fight, you might as well retire. Because why is you gonna fight Jerome Moose Ennis or Vergil Ortiz? They make no sense. IBFP, I'm gonna be real with you.
Be real.
Like Vergil Ortiz, this guy right here, can't sell sugar off the goddamn stand if he wanted to. His fight against Igor down here in Dallas, bro, it was only like 2,000 tickets sold at that fight, right? And with him and Crawford coming together, that's just like an ultimate no-no. If you think they had to give away thousands of tickets at the Chinese arena, just think how many tickets they'll have to give away if Vergil Ortiz versus Terrence Crawford is set.
Now, hold on, IOTBA. So
No,
this is what I
no,
just got to check. Hold on, I got to check this real quick
no.
because the logic don't make sense. This
Hell
is what
no.
I mean. So Vergil Ortiz can't get a fight because he's not a big name, but Madrimov can get a fight. They can lose millions of dollars, and it's okay. David Avenetian. Hold on, Io. David Avenetian can get a fight. Who the fuck is David Avenetian? That's what I'm saying. We just keeping the same energy. I guarantee you, they've lost millions on every fight that Bob Arum has promoted with Terrence Crawford over the years. So when it's time for Vergil and Boots to get their shot, they can't get it. Bud Crawford said out of his own mouth that Boots Ennis deserves a shot. He said it. He deserves a shot, but you too pussy to give it to him. Now, I'm not into holding these fighters. I'm into holding people accountable. That's what I'm talking about. And it's just like Canelo Alvarez with that Edgar Berlanga. That fight is trash. I don't support that shit.
Fight, though. I love Canelo versus Edgar Berlanga.
Who? Me?
No, me. I love that fight. See,
why do you love that fight? Why do you love that? Explain to me why you love that,
I love that fight is because I like Edgar Berlanga, bro. I like the Puerto Rican versus the Mexican rivalry. I love that. And this is another thing right here. Edgar Berlanga worked his way up to get his shot, right?
He worked his way up where?
Hey, I don't care. I don't care what y'all say, right? He was the #1 ranked contender.
Hold on. Why was he the? Hold on. Let's do a knowledge check. Why was he #1 ranked?
I can't remember why. I know.
I'm gonna remind you why. Because fucking David Morrell moved up. That was David Morrell's spot. He moved up, and Edgar Berlanga got a damn cookie.
I know, but who else was?
I'm cool on that. Hold on. Let me add Untouchable in there. What's good with you, Untouchable?
What's good, my brother? I need to say something, man. Name me one fighter, one good fighter that Berlanga has fought.
Nobody.
No, see that. Go ahead.
Yo, he ain't fight nobody.
Quigley's not even a world champion.
But see, I thought we knew boxing. And I know we all know boxing physically when we watch it in the ring, but we also got to understand the business of boxing too, right? And it's also a business too. And Canelo Alvarez being who he is, the 60+ fights he took, you mean to tell me this guy got to fight all these top guys and not get one in between?
Hold on, IOTV. You're not making sense, my brother. 1 minute you say Terrence Crawford resume is not that great, but because he accomplished these undisputed crowns, even though he ain't fought nobody,
No,
he can fight who he want. But Canelo fight all these killers, and he can fight like you. It can't be
no.
the
This is my
same.
thing with
Because
Terrence Crawford.
hold on, because Canelo has earned the right. If Canelo want to fuck around and take tune-ups, fine. Canelo done fought the Triple G's, the Floyd Mayweather, the Dimitri Bivol, all of that shit. I have not seen Terrence Crawford take on those type of challenges.
No, I agree with you, but see, this was my thing right here. I'm not arguing about the Buddhist Vergil. I was arguing about who Terrence Crawford is a little guy. If he came up from 147 to 168, that did nothing for Canelo, right? He couldn't. That was a lose-lose situation. He win, they gonna say he too small. He lose, they gonna say, oh, Canelo was already exposed. So why would Canelo take that chance? And the reason why I say Edgar Berlanga is a good fight because this guy is in Canelo weight division.
And
Right?
look, I'll tell you this. When I'm comparing a Berlanga fight to a Crawford fight, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't want to see a Terrence Crawford fight because Canelo, it's a cherry pick. He's gonna get shit on for taking it. That's what I'm saying. And Canelo at least gets to destroy a mandatory by fighting Berlanga. But my whole thing is that I'm not in favor of Canelo fighting Terrence. I don't want to see that shit because all Terrence Crawford's gonna do is try to survive for a payday.
It is a payday. Come on, man. Y'all know Crawford. Crawford's not gonna fight unless he gets engaged on. You know what I'm saying? I know Canelo's gonna put the pressure on him. Y'all know he gonna get knocked out, Crawford. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Now
Sure.
he's
Hold
gonna go to sleep. I mean, like a long sleep.
Hold on. We got some haters in the building. Zotang TV says, when Bud beat Canelo, you better get on your knees and give Turkey some sloppy neck in his white robe.
What the hell?
Hey,
Hold
IDFP.
on. I'm gonna tell you this, Zotang TV. You already giving Turk all that sloppy neck and Bud. That's why you on here paying to say dumb shit. What kind of
Yo,
man are you?
Zotang. Yo,
But it's
Zotang, you're a dumbass.
It's okay. Let him be stupid. The Amazing Seven, the biggest dick rider in boxing.
Oh man.
He says, leave Bud Crawford out of this. He whoops Vergil. I also went to the strip club and the girl liked my Derrick Henry jersey, something you can't get. Had a good time.
What?
Hold on. So basically, the Amazing, you out there paying to look at pussy. You out there paying to look at pussy. I don't have to pay to look at pussy because I beat the pussy. I don't need to pay for no coochie and to look at it. What's wrong with you? And then I'm gonna leave Bud out of this people with Vergil. Then don't hold his nuts. Let him fight Vergil and get the win. What's wrong with these dudes? Y'all scared? These guys, you got all these security men around Bud Crawford. Don't let Bud fight this guy. Don't let Bud fight that guy. Bud got to be protected. So he wins all these hypothetical fights, but he ain't got to fight nobody. So his resume is imaginary. Dumbest shit I ever heard. Leon, he says, what happened to Super Bud? What happened to I ain't never had a close fight, Bud? Madrimov humbled his ass.
That's the
right.
fight I want to see, IBFP. I want to see that rematch.
I want to see he owe him a rematch.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that I am going to get on Terrence Crawford about, right? Because this is in boxing. Whenever because I thought Madrimov won that fight. Let everybody know. When it's a questionable victory, you run that back and leave no doubt. And Crawford didn't do that.
But that's like Rayo giving Pitbull a rematch. It's not gonna happen.
Nah, but see, Ryu versus Pitbull was clear. That was a clear victory. Crawford versus Madrimov was not a clear victory, sir.
We know Crawford ain't gonna give him the rematch.
No, I'm saying, so that just show, like, that's the dog you want to see in fighters. Crawford talk about how he this dog. Well, this is the flaw I'm going to have on you, Crawford, if you don't run the Madrimov rematch back. As a matter of fact, I thought Madrimov truly won that fight. I got him as the best 154-pound fighter in the division. I just hope Terrence Crawford give him another opportunity.
That's well said. Hope to give him another opportunity because he's not.
Okay. Hold on. My brother Untouchable want to get the stand real quick. One second. Untouchable, talk to me.
Like what's with this guy, man? He likes the Berlanga Canelo fight. Like, he's the only one that I know that likes the fight.
Now, what do you think about the Canelo Berlanga fight?
I think it's not a good fight. I'm gonna just say that it's not a good fight at all.
What do you think about Canelo Crawford? Is that a fight you want to see now?
Hell no, I
I
never
mean,
did.
I just don't see how Bud get to skip everybody and he ain't put in no real work. Like, it's not like we seen Bud Crawford fight. When does Bud Crawford have to fight the Triple G? When does Bud Crawford have to fight the Dimitri Bivol? When does Bud Crawford have to fight the Sergey Kovalev? When does Bud Crawford got to go up there and let his nuts hang?
They let him get away with everything.
I'm telling y'all, man. Ever since he beat Earl Spence, everybody think he's the greatest thing since fucking sliced bread, bro.
But he beat Earl Spence easy though. That was a religious ass whooping he put on Earl Spence.
Earl Spence was overrated.
I mean, that's easy to say, but he was undefeated before that fight.
Hold
I mean,
on, ILTBA. Hold on, ILTBA. What did Bud Crawford say about Errol Spence after he won?
I mean, he said he was gonna make it look easy, like he did.
I know, but he said one key thing. He said Errol Spence was a hype job.
But I thought he also said in the same sense that Earl was a great fighter too.
He said everybody a great fighter, but he called Errol Spence, so did Bomac, and said he was a hype job and he was created by the media.
That's who Crawford is. That's funny you said that.
And that's funny that he said that about Errol Spence, and we see Errol Spence in the biggest fight of his career. No power, no defense, no adjustments. And based on what Crawford said, he's a hype job. And based on what we've seen in the ring, he's a hype job. Why would I give Errol Spence a cookie when he didn't show me he could do anything?
No, I agree. He deserved the criticism for that fight, but that's why he fired his bum coach, right?
No,
because
that's not why he fired him. He fired him over a financial dispute.
No, I know, but you got to understand, not just that though. It's a lot that go around it, bro. I'm in Dallas. Derek James was training Anthony Joshua, Ryan Garcia, Frank Martin at the same time. They all had fights at the same time. So Derek James, how prepared was you? Who game plan was you giving Earl? Didn't we see Earl look ridiculous in that fight? Was he teaching them one of them other styles? Did he have the same energy? So that go with. I ain't taking no credit. Terrence Crawford was gonna win that fight regardless. But Derek James had a bunch of fights going on at the same time. He was training all them guys, and he did Earl Spence injustice.
It's hard to blame. It's hard to blame. Hold on. It's hard to blame Derek James 100% because look what Derek James did. He was training all them people. And you want to blame him for this. But didn't nobody say nothing when Errol Spence wasn't living a boxer's lifestyle for all them years, drinking in the club, doing all that shit, blowing up in weight, having fat camps. That ain't Derek James' fault that this man didn't take the craft of boxing serious for all these years. Then you get in the biggest fight and you get your ass whooped. You can't blame Derek James solely for that. Derek James has his flaws, but a lot of that shit is on Errol Spence.
No, I'm not blaming Derek James for everything. And yeah,
well, most of it's Errol Spence's fault, bro.
Look, Errol Spence. Look,
hold on, Edgar. What? Give me your response to that.
I'm just trying to listen in right now. Salute to everybody. Hello, what up? And I'm just kind of listening I'm just listening to what I guess his argument is. But I mean, I'm in the middle of it. But boxing is the sport where you can't put the blame on anyone else because ultimately you are the one in the ring. Every other sport, the coach is the first one to get fired. Oh, we're on a fucking losing streak. Oh, we can't fucking win any games. We're not going to make the playoffs. Then the coach is the first one to go because there's a team. There's everyone else on the fucking field. But in boxing, he could be saying that he had other boxers and other trainings and other whatever the fuck it is. But ultimately, you are the man in the arena. You got to put it up.
Yeah, you're right. He lost that fight. They can't say Derek James because he kept going back and Derek James kept telling him, move your feet. He kept telling him, move your feet. He ain't listen to anything he said.
Right. Ultimately, you are the man in the arena. You're the man in the ring.
I don't want to sound like I'm an Earl Spence defender because as a matter of fact, Earl Spence got a lot of questions he needs to answer. Like, my thing is, Earl Spence, you had a dog moment to show who you was to take the rematch. You threw up the white flag. Earl Spence, we ain't seen you since then. You supposed to been fighting Fundora? Like, where are you at, Earl Spence? So I don't even know what type of Earl Spence we gonna get back in the ring.
He shouldn't be back in the ring. He's done. He he was only as good to a certain point, and when he got put up to against the guy that was just a little bit better than him, and maybe it's his own fault for not training, like you said. But again, he's the only guy in the ring. He can only fucking do it
I didn't
himself.
say he didn't train. That was
Well, I'm
IBFP
just
saying he was
okay.
going through fat
That's semantics at this point. But I mean, the gist of it. Some of you guys are saying he didn't train hard enough or whatever. That's his own fault if he did or he didn't. Or if he fought someone that just took it a little more serious and had a little bit more that night, and put him away. And now he's exposed his pride. You know, he should not be back in the ring because he might get a win against a C level fighter, but if he gets put up to a good B level or an A level fighter, he's gonna get stopped again or he's gonna get hurt.
So is he
He's
really
gonna fight
exposed after
Pandora.
just losing one fight? Like, is we really just ready to wade in the water after one fight with Errol Spence? Like, I'm not trying to be
Well,
on here to
I'm
defend
not
him.
saying that. I'm not trying to say that ultimately, but what I am saying is he's been gone for how long? And like you just said it, he had the chance to run it back with Bud, and he didn't want to. That was his
But
run
no,
back.
I think the thing is, what we're saying is that it's not saying that Errol Spence can't get a win. It's not saying Errol Spence can't pick up a victory against somebody like Fundora, who's trash. It's more of something along the lines of saying that we know Errol Spence is not elite. We know that. That's not a question to it. We know he's not elite, and it only took one fight to know that. We knew he was suspect when he couldn't knock out Mikey Garcia. We knew something was wrong there. We knew something was wrong when Ugas almost knocked his teeth out his mouth. We knew something was wrong. And then we really found out when Terrence Crawford beat this boy ass and he couldn't make one adjustment. He had nothing to offer. It's not like Errol Spence said, well, you know, he did this one good thing in the fight. He didn't do shit. Nothing.
Well, he ain't even move his feet.
The only thing Errol Spence was moving in the ring was his brain because it was getting rattled and beat across the ring.
Yeah, but then
He was stuck. He was stuck like one of them old school games. You know how you press it's like a trigger and the robot shoots his hands like that? That's how stiff he was.
Pause. Yeah, but you say Ugas caught him with a good shot, but what ended up happening at the end of that fight? Did Ugas get stopped or not?
No, he did. Ugas is trash too, though.
Nah, but Ugas ain't well, okay, I get double.
What just happened to Ugas?
No, he lost.
Exactly. So, I get you trying to defend Errol. He's your guy. I get all that. I ain't got nothing against. It's nothing personal, bro. All I'm telling you is Errol Spence Jr. was vastly overrated. Bud Crawford said he was a hype job. Bomac said he was a hype job. This ain't coming from me, bro. This is coming from Team Terrence Crawford. They fought him. They said this man was a hype job and media created. And we all seen he couldn't make one fucking adjustment. So what do you call that type of fighter?
That was just against Terrence Crawford. It was a lot of other fighters he beat, right? But I don't want to keep talking about Errol Spence because, like, I ain't on here to apologize for him. I want to see what he's gonna come back and do, and see if he's gonna be able to regain. But I wanted was that Mr. Untouchable? Untouchable Raider. He said, "I'm the only one." I give Berlanga a good shot in this fight, bro.
You give Berlanga a good shot in the Canelo fight?
Listen. I give him a puncher shot, right? A puncher shot.
Okay, man. I thought you said you give him a good chance. Now you got a puncher's chance.
Okay. He's saying a puncher's hand. That's what he said.
Look, IBF. I know y'all maybe think I'm reaching, right? I know Berlanga probably ain't lived up to the bill that everybody think he supposed to live up to, but I don't know. It's just something different going into this fight with Berlanga because he got Canelo pissed off, right? And Canelo letting us know that he's finna try to come in here and knock this guy out.
And the last time. And the last, my bad to cut you off. I'm just the last time that somebody got him pissed off, he got stopped.
Yeah, but see, Berlanga is a big dude and he hit hard, bro. And the one thing about this boxing game is mental. And like Jim Lapley said, boxing is the theater of the unexpected. And Berlanga has serious power, bro. And
Hold on. Everybody mute your mic. One second. Everybody mute up real quick. One second. I just got something I got to say real quick. Now my brother IOTBA, that's my brother from another mother. So I'll never disrespect you in any kind of way. But when we talk about Edgar Berlanga has serious power, when he fought Jason Quigley and went to a 12-round Unanimous decision. Now, this is a Jason Quigley that had already been stopped twice, and once he was stopped by Demetrius Andre. Don't nobody even look at Demetrius Andre as a puncher. So if he's stopping this guy and Berlanga can't, what does that tell you about Berlanga? At the end of the day, I'm not giving Berlanga, serious credit for knocking out a lot of paloteros. You're not going to get a cookie from me for that. I'm sorry. Edgar Berlanga is not no serious, vicious puncher. He's not. He's not. The fact that he resorted to trying to bite a dude's ear off, like, this don't make any sense. I don't have a problem with Berlanga. It ain't no hate to Berlanga. But, all of this stuff is a fallacy. This dude ain't none of what you saying he is, my brother. He just not that guy. He's really a low tier. Hold on, my brother. I don't give a shit what the rankings say. He's a low tier fighter until he's proven otherwise. That's really what he is, a low tier fighter. I mean, hold on. Salute to my brother, the cable guy. He said Canelo going to have Berlanga on all fours, no Diddy. It don't make any sense. Salute to my brother Caesar in the building. Salute, Caesar.
Yo, salute. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Talk to me. What's good with you, my brother?
Bro, it's been a while, IBFP, but yeah, it's IOTBA, bro. You say Berlanga has a puncher's chance, bro. I had to highly disagree with that. And yeah, like I'm saying, as a Canelo fan, sure, I'll take the fight. I'll take the fight. Whatever. And we're in Canelo's last years before retiring. So to me, like, as a hardcore boxing fan, I don't like it. But as a Canelo fan, you know what? I don't mind it. I hope he knocks him the fuck out. And Berlanga, he's literally here by default. He doesn't deserve the fight. And just thinking that pretty much his no power is gonna do something to Canelo. In reality, bro, do you really believe that? I don't think nobody believes that. So it's like
I didn't say that I would pick Berlanga to win. I'm just telling you,
but as a puncher's chance, right?
I'm telling you, bro. Like, watching boxing, bro, it could be a crazy sport. The guys who you don't think could give a guy trouble could give a guy trouble. Look what Madrimov just did to Crawford. Go look on my show. I say before the fight, like a week, I said I switched my pick. I picked Madrimov to win that fight because as I went and studied and looked at him, I seen some things, and plus I knew Crawford coming up to this weight, he was gonna be slower on his feet, and he wasn't gonna be equivalent to throwing the punches as fast and as powerful, moving up, knowing that this is his first fight. Look, I'm picking Canelo to win this fight, but I'm telling y'all, don't be surprised if Berlanga catch him with something early, and not saying he's gonna knock Canelo out. I'm not saying that, but he's gonna have Canelo thinking.
No, I get you. Yeah, I get you. It's just Madrimov. Everyone was picking Bud Crawford to knock out or to pretty much knock out Madrimov. I never thought Bud was gonna knock out Madrimov. I know Madrimov has a chin. He's very elite even with 11 fights. Now, do you want to compare Madrimov to Berlanga though? Is that what you're trying to say? Is he on that level of eliteness?
I'm sorry, my brother Caesar, and there's no disrespect to Madrimov. He's a good fighter, but he's not elite. He ain't done nothing to prove he's elite. Bud Crawford was just being vastly overrated from an Errol Spence win, moving up in weight. That's just my thoughts on it.
That's the thing with the Sheik guy. Yeah, that fucking guy. He doesn't want to make the Benavidez fight, but he's dying hard to make the fucking Crawford versus Canelo fight, bro. That's what gets me mad.
That makes no sense to me. My brother Black and Brown in the building. What's good with you, Black and Brown?
Black and Brown.
Salute, Nuke. Look, bro, I don't know what the fuck I'm listening to, bro. You dudes sound worse than my bitch at the Taco Bell drive-thru. I don't like tomatoes. I don't like onions. I don't like ground beef. I don't like Crawford. I don't like Berlanga. Bro, what the fuck am I listening to, bro? This is the sport of boxing, bro. This is fucking boxing. Berlanga's coming to knock Canelo out. Crawford thinks he can knock Canelo out. What the fuck is the problem? Let's fucking see it. Let's fucking see that shit. I don't know what the fuck sport you guys are watching, but I'm watching a brutal ass sport called boxing. And if you ever put gloves on in your fucking life, when you put those fucking gloves on, you think you're gonna knock this motherfucker out. And Berlanga, he's coming to knock Canelo out. What the fuck you guys gonna say when he comes in there and knocks Canelo out? What you guys gonna say?
I'll put anything you
On top
want.
of
I'll
that,
put anything you
hey,
want on it that he doesn't knock him out.
that's cool, bro. Whatever. And if Canelo knocks him out, then so fucking be it, bro. This is what I'm here for. I'm here for the fucking knockout. Let's fucking
And
see it.
hey,
Berlanga
hey,
wants to get knocked out. Let's see it. Crawford
no,
wants to get knocked out. Let's fucking see it, bro.
bro, calm down.
You motherfuckers sound like my bitch at the Taco Bell drive-thru, bro.
Calm down,
Nah,
calm
hell no,
down,
I
bro.
ain't coming down
Calm
for
down,
shit. Nah, I
calm
ain't
down,
coming
calm
down for
down.
shit. You guys
Listen,
sound soft. You guys sound
listen.
soft, bro.
No,
Look,
no, no,
bro.
no, no,
Look. Hold on.
Listen.
You can talk when I'm gone. Look, bro, this is boxing. It's a brutal ass sport. These motherfuckers want to get knocked out. So be it. Let's see it. And this is what happens. This is what happens when you're Canelo Alvarez and you fight every motherfucker in the sport. You start running out of names. So Berlanga's next in line, then Crawford, then Benavidez, and then whoever else is fucking next in line. Canelo fights 2 times a year. All these motherfuckers can get it. Every last one of them can get it. I don't know what sport you guys are watching, but I'm watching boxing. You motherfuckers need to go back to tennis. This is Black and Brown Boxing. I'm out.
Wow.
Woo.
And all I wanted to say was, listen, bro, calm down. I agree with you. I was one of the first people. I was one of the first people to say, all right, well, I mean, listen, we all like, as true, I guess, some of us as true boxing fans, we don't want to see the garbage fight of Crawford versus Canelo because he's on a catch-22. He's not gonna win either way. All they're gonna say is, oh well, he was the bigger guy. He was supposed to beat him up. Or if something goes fucking south and and Crawford gets on his bike, oh he didn't really beat him up. He was just chasing him the whole fight. So yeah, I mean, as a money and as a business standpoint, yeah, take the fight, get paid, and get done with it. But as it doesn't add to anything. It doesn't add to anything in Canelo's resume. It's just gonna be like, oh yeah, he beat up a smaller guy. They're not gonna give him any credit. And and when it comes to Berlanga, we all know that he's not at that level. Like he's gonna, yeah, like this other dude said, he's got a puncher's chance. Okay, yeah, but you know, like in my opinion, the best formula for boxing in any era is a boxer puncher, because a boxer puncher can counter punch you, can set traps and hurt you, not someone that's just swinging for the fucking fences. You're gonna have to fucking hit a few punches to put someone out. And someone that has a chin, they're going to be in there with you in the pocket, and they're going to get, you know, a straight punch hurts more than a winding punch.
Hold on. I got Steel Mill boxing on here. He needs the floor for a moment. Steel, the floor is yours, my brother.
Yo, what's good, man? Shout out to the panel, man. Mr. IOTBA, man. What's up? What's happening with you? How you doing, brother?
Man? What's popping, my guy?
Shit, man, you know, regular living, man. Hey, I remember you had some, you know, a little back and forth with some of my people up here in the city, Cam the Baptist and Mr. Gooch and all that. It's all love, man.
Yeah, no, it's all for the fold too. Look, what people don't understand is in boxing, when you think a guy gonna win, you're gonna go for that guy, right? And it ain't number four. When the fight over with, ain't nobody heard me make no excuses for Earl.
The water bottle.
Word. You know, the night of that fight of, you know, the Spence Crawford fight, it was, you know, we have a biannual celebration up here called Omaha Day or whatever. I saw some brothers up there from Texas while that fight was going down. It was all love, man. But I want to ask you about this puncher's chance that you've given Edgar Berlanga. How you come to this conclusion, my guy? I gotta know this.
Like when like we could clearly see that Berlanga is the bigger guy, right? Not saying he's the sharpest athlete or his footwork or his mid to level range game is better than Canelo. He don't fit the bill on none of them. If we're gonna go check mark, Canelo gonna get all the check marks if we be honest, because we really don't know who Berlanga is right now, because this is his big opportunity and big moment to show that. Now, when I say this puncher's chance, I'm looking at Berlanga, bro, and it's all about mental too. Like, I ain't never seen nobody get Canelo as this rattled like this. I could be wrong, but I ain't never seen nobody get him as rattled where he started doing his hands like that in front of his genitals and swinging from side to side and telling them that I'm going to knock you out. And then Berlanga didn't flinch. He was looking through Canelo's soul. So, like I stated, I get Berlanga.
My fault. Go ahead. I ain't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
I'm done. It's your fault. Floor is yours, brother.
All right. You don't think that comes off as a tad bit? You don't think that comes off as a little bit of nervousness and just being like, damn, and him playing possum or not playing possum or whatever, but what's the word I'm looking for? When someone is really trying to sell the fact that they not shook, but when in all actuality they really shook. You don't think that's him coming off as that? You dig like, damn, it's really here, but I got to put on this front and this facade like I'm like that, even though I know I'm finna walk into I'm walking through the gallows right now. I'm on my way to the electric chair right now.
Well, still, let me ask you.
They got hiding behind his charade.
Well, still,
exactly.
I haven't really seen Berlanga do that a lot in a lot of fights. Is this new? Is this out of character for Berlanga to be this bold and all of this shit?
Can I take the floor after Steele?
That's how I feel. Yeah, yo, man, we're an open panel. Do your thing, big homie.
All right. Here's the deal over Canelo Berlanga. Berlanga's trying to rattle Canelo because he thinks he'll have a better chance with Canelo if he can get Canelo to exchange in a slugfest. That's what Berlanga's looking for. Like people need to realize this is Berlanga's first fight against a top level 168 guy. Berlanga's trying to make Canelo mad because he wants Canelo to slug with him. Here's the problem. Canelo's zoned in. Canelo is going to beat the shit out of this guy for 12 rounds. He ain't going to get suckered into a slugfest. What Canelo's going to do, he's going to pop the jab, because Canelo has a great jab. People forget that. He's going to get in close, and he's going to fucking kill to the ball.
Hold on. Can I respond to that real quick? Hold on. Hey, can I respond to that with a quick breakdown? I completely disagree with that analysis. I think Berlanga does not want to get into a slugfest with Canelo. I think Berlanga is going to go in the ring and behave completely out of character and go into survival mode, because his victory in this fight is going.
He's just going to keep doing jabs. He's going to try to keep him away with jabs. That's what he's going to do.
I trust. I know Steele has a good opinion on things. What do you think?
I personally see it like this, man. This is a dude. There's no standout quality when you look at Edgar Berlanga fight, man. And like I tell everybody else, this is a dude who's one fight back off of a suspension for biting Romer and Gulo because he couldn't deal with the looks that he was giving him. And he hasn't been at this level, or even at a contender level, fighting someone like a Carlos Gongora or something. Never fought at that level. So you bypass all them steps, you jump right into the lion's den with arguably the greatest Mexican fighter of all time. My thing is this, man. I can't wrap my mind about I don't even think it's a puncher's chance. This is
you asked me still.
What's that?
You said was you think he was trying to do that, and then IBF asked you, is this out of character? Now I do think it was nerves in there, but like IBF say, when you put on them gloves, you supposed to think you can knock this mother shut your mouth out, right?
Sorry. Ignore me.
No, go ahead, sir.
No, ignore me. Can I have this? If fucking Berlanga decides to box and run from the slugfest, then ain't he just pulling a fucking Jamel Charlo against Canelo?
I don't think he has any shame in that. I think Berlanga's just saying, if I can go 12 rounds, I can be like, I went 12 with Canelo. That's my victory.
Yeah, agreed.
Puerto Rican blood.
I think that's embarrassing. I think he should go. Legit. I think that's embarrassing. Berlanga's known as the power puncher, the slugger.
Jamel Charlo was known as a power puncher at 54. I mean, let's not forget this. Berlanga got into a situation where he had to try to bite a man's ear. Think about
I remember.
That. What the fuck is he gonna do when he starts feeling power and don't have nowhere to go?
He thought that shit was a fake needle.
Hold on 1 second, Preem. I get dudes want to come on the IBFP, snort a line of coke, get on here and call everybody a dumbass for saying that's a great fight. Why don't you put the coke down? Think about it for 10 fucking minutes. Edgar Berlanga trying to bite grown men's faces is not gonna save him in this fight. And don't nobody want to pay a pay-per-view price for that. We want to pay pay-per-view for Canelo, Benavidez. This is what we wanted.
Exactly.
I think these guys want to snort this coke and be all amped up and not let nobody respond and run off of here. I get how guys are. All I'm saying is, Berlanga's going to have to show me that he's really that dude and don't give a shit about trying to actually, go toe-to-toe with Canelo. I don't believe it. If he does, I don't believe it in the world. I just don't believe Berlanga's that guy still. I just
Can I
don't
jump?
believe
I
But
it.
think
what other chance he
Hey,
got,
I
Can I
Canelo?
I
jump
have
I
a
in real
think
quick?
question whenever I have a chance to ask.
let me get it because I ain't gonna be on for too much longer. But I think he personally in it for the show, man. He in it for the bag. That's why he's been pushing for this fight has to happen. This fight has to happen. After Canelo going here and crashes, dude, he's not even gonna be a gay. He'll probably fight one time every year and a half, and eventually, wither away into obscurity, man. This is a trash fight, and it's a trash fight because of how whack Edgar Berlanga is, bro. It's a dub for this dude, man. When you're that flustered with somebody where you got to resort to biting them, what are you going to do with somebody who has a lot of different dimensions in their game? What, you going to kick him in his nuts at that point?
No,
At that point, he gonna be a
Hey,
kickboxer.
let me say something.
is he
Swear to God.
is he gonna pull is he gonna pull a Tyson on Canelo? Wouldn't that be
Yo,
crazy?
He,
listen. Nobody really want to see that fight. The reason, and the reason they're using this as an excuse, kind of like a pawn, though. Like, oh, he's Puerto Rican, and and Canelo's Mexican, so it's the rivalry. It's been the rivalry. This and this and that. This ain't no fucking Wilfredo and Salvador Sanchez fight.
No. I'll
at
go on.
all.
I'll go on.
But who is saying
Th-
nobody
th- th-
want to see
th-
that
th-
fight,
th-
bro? See, that's the
This ain't
boxer
no.
fans'
Well, I'm
problem.
just saying, who was asking for the fight though?
Nah, but
No,
those
Besides
boxer
Berlanga,
fans,
everybody looked at
Nobody.
all
yeah,
the. Hold on, everybody
Nobody.
looked at all
Supreme,
the options.
Supreme.
He
I don't remember
said
anybody
nobody.
saying, "I want to see Canelo Berlanga." I don't remember anybody asking for that
no,
it.
it ain't about what
No.
Yeah,
Nobody
nobody's
has.
asking.
Supreme.
No,
This
I
ain't
get,
no. Guys,
no, I
guys,
get.
this ain't no Fernando Vargas versus Felix Trinidad fight. Let's just be honest.
No,
At
no,
It's
and
all.
I
not.
get it. I
Damn.
get it.
This ain't Cotto Canelo.
I know, I get it. Nobody was asking.
Exactly. Still.
I get it.
Let me
Nobody
say
was
something.
asking for this fight, but who are we to say Berlanga, this young kid getting this opportunity, can't have this fight, bro? That's what they in the business
Because there
for.
are better fights. There are
Oh, baby,
better
be that
fights.
as it
I
There is
could
no
have
may.
done.
better fights.
I would have
So,
I'd rather have seen
give.
the fight I really wanted to see was Berlanga and Mogia. I wanted to see that fight.
but
That
why
fight
them
really
heavy
was a
No,
Definitely.
fans
fight.
go up to
Berlanga and Plant.
175?
Guys,
Berlanga and
Raider
Pacheco.
wants a point. Raider wants to speak. Go on, Raider.
No, the fights I actually wanted to see Berlanga fight were no Berlanga and Plant, Berlanga Pacheco, Berlanga Morel. Those are the fights I actually really wanted to see, not fucking Berlanga and Canelo.
Give me Berlanga versus, like I said, Carlos Gongora. Give me. I would have took Mobili and Canelo Alvarez. I
Oh,
think that's an acceptable fight. I
I
think
would
that's an
like that.
acceptable fight.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how good Billy
But
is this weekend.
Still, M. Billy
uh,
tomorrow versus Devrinchenko. Who do you guys got?
I got
I got
Mobili.
Derevyanchenko.
I got Mobili. But I do.
I,
I think Derevianchenko is going to push him. I think his feet is very. It's not. They don't speak highly enough of his feet. I think his footwork, his ability to cut angles in the pocket and walk you in the shots. I think that's a very unappreciated skill that he has that people don't speak to. I think he's going
correct
to
me
be
if
able to
I'm wrong.
force Mobili, force him to think in there. But I
Is
got
that
Mobili winning.
is Devrinchenko 27-0 with 23 knockouts?
No.
So what?
What's
He
his
said, "Is
record?
he 27-0 with 23 knockouts?"
No.
No, he's not. But he's fought far better opposition. Even his losses are better than Edgar Berlanga's wins, Brody. What are we talking
No,
about?
bro, I ain't saying that I don't want to see that fight, but y'all talking about these, y'all want to see these guys fight each other. Canelo was previously the undisputed champion, so all these guys was in the ranking system where he was gonna have to pick one of these guys, y'all. So pump the brakes on him picking Berlanga. He
Hold
has
on,
to
hold on,
pick
hold on.
Pick a
somebody.
I
better
might, hold,
guy.
hold on, hold on. I might have to apologize tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, but when Canelo fights Berlanga. Let's find out. My brother says IBFP, if Berlanga goes in there and gives a good fight to Canelo, apologize to this guy. I'm assuming IOTBA. So I tell you what, if Berlanga goes in there and puts on a hell of a performance and Canelo goes life and death with Berlanga, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to apologize to you personally, IOTBA, give you the floor. Talk your shit. I was completely wrong
Definitely.
because I did not believe in Berlanga. But if Canelo goes in there and cooks Edgar Berlanga like a turkey dinner, I think he is, I'm going to get on here
No.
and roast the shit out of
No,
him.
no, no, no. Like a penil. Like a penil. He's Puerto
But
Rican.
no, I got Canelo winning this fight. I want everybody to
Hey,
understand. I'm
you
not
got to
no
be on
fool.
crack to think that
I'm
Berlanga's
not
gonna
no
go in there and
fool.
put on a good fight, bro.
I'm not no fool, but I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't think Edgar Berlanga, like this guy moment right here, and I don't look, you can say what you want to say. When the guys got their moments, they ain't got to have the best of resumes. They could look subpar against a bunch of guys. But when you get a moment like this, You only get one shot, and I really
But
think Berlanga is the one guy who's gonna really go in there. And people talking about he gonna back up. Berlanga back up, he can't win. He has to
but
go
no.
balls to the walls.
The thing is this though. Usually, it's a process, and you work it up to that moment. He's bypassed every opportunity that he
I
could.
agree on that.
Not every opportunity. He's bypassed a multitude of fights that would have better prepared him to deal with somebody the likes of a Canelo Alvarez.
Right,
He's
right,
bypassed
exactly.
all of those fighters and came here to deal with this caliber of fighter, an all-time great. And the moment is too big for him. This motherfucker is on here talking about, oh, I can do, IQ. I'm gonna beat him with my IQ, and he keeps bringing up Floyd Mayweather as if he is equivalent to what Floyd Mayweather is in the ring. After you're back one fight from a suspension from biting a nigga. Come on, man, stop playing with me. He's about to go in here and get outlined in chalk. I swear to God.
He is, bro. He's on with the IQ. I don't know what's wrong with him, bro. I don't know what's wrong with him, bro. That's
Bro, I'm not
intelligent
picking
queer.
Berlanga.
But by the way,
Can I jump in? Can I jump in?
go on. Someone jump in before me because I want to make my point. Go on.
So I'm sorry. Like, I mean, yes. To go back a couple topics. Yeah, a win for Berlanga is going the distance. That's going to be a win for him because he's going to be like, oh, I went 12 with him. But I mean, my honest opinion is not going to go that way. Like, he is going to get hurt and stopped. He's gonna
Dad.
he's gonna get touched in the second or third round by something that like Canelo's gonna throw, and he's gonna hit him clean, and he's either gonna go down or he's gonna get his legs wobbled, and at that point in time, he's gonna be like, "Oh shit, survival
Yeah,
mode."
yeah, yeah, I
And
promise you, he's gonna hit him so hard that every Puerto Rican on this earth is gonna feel it. Even I'm gonna feel
yeah,
it.
and like listen, like and they're going. You guys are going back and forth with yes, it was better fights, this and that, and I agree. Yes, at this point, I mean, I would have taken and Billy or Skull just to stay undisputed, but at this point, right now, it's just like the Puerto Rican versus the Mexican thing, where both camps are, Canelo's camp is betting on, that rivalry is gonna, make some noise, and people are gonna
Yeah,
buy the
that's what they
fight.
use it to
They're,
sell the
and,
fight.
and yeah, yeah, and that's what Berlanga's playing on. He's fucking acting like the big bad wolf, saying this and that, and he's just trying to hype up the fight so that the pot gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and people think that he has a fighting chance.
Facts.
Of course, of
Facts.
course.
And it's
Honest,
not
Berlanga,
gonna
That's
you
happen.
what that
guys.
is.
who said
Listen,
I
Berlanga
man.
do
going
actually have
12
a
rounds
question
is a
when it comes to
win?
selling the fight. If it comes to selling the fight, like, I've noticed in Canelo's last pay-per-view, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, he made like what, 550, 500K, and pay-per-view
Yeah.
sales. And
Yep.
with the whole day and age of people doing piracy, and this fight not being big, it is a legitimate question. What do you think the pay-per-view numbers going to be now? And then you have the UFC that's happening the same day, and then Turkey is trying to manipulate the fight and trying to, like,
The
get people's
UFC ain't gonna be
attention.
able to. The UFC ain't gonna. I mean, they're two different fan bases. I don't see the U. I
Yeah,
don't see
yeah.
the
The
UFC
UFC's not gonna
Not
bypassing.
compete.
competing
Yeah,
with
I'll
Canelo,
be,
bro.
Yeah.
yeah,
I just.
so I'll
I
interrupt you
just
because
think I
I'm the
just
guy who
personally
watches.
think that his pay per view might not sell big. I mean, I would love for it to sell big. I'm
It will.
seeing it that it may not
It
be
is.
big, but I mean, I could be wrong.
I think it'll do
Canelo's a pay-per-view
400K,
star.
maybe 500K in between there.
Yeah, Canelo's a pay-per-view star. Here's the deal: it will sell. Uh, you know me. I'm a UFC guy as well. I watch UFC and I watch boxing. Okay, I'm looking forward to watching both
Mm-hmm.
fight nights. On the same night.
Yep.
Canelo fight will probably
Salute.
be on before the main event of UFC. I'll probably still line up. I just want to get on to another point today. Bud Crawford is such a bitch.
Oh
And I
man.
really mean that. No, you want to restart saying, "Oh, I'll only fight Canelo," because you don't want to fight Vergil Ortiz. It's like, do you want the smoke with the 154 division? A division just struggled in against Madrimov? Like,
Who is
quack,
Virgil
quack, quack,
Ortiz?
quack.
Who is
Can,
Virgil Ortiz? Who is
can,
that?
can I?
Wait. Did
Can, can I?
IOTBA just ask
Hey,
who is
Yeah, he
Virgil
just
Ortiz
said
on
that. He
here?
just said that.
I said, who
Are
is
you
that? I
kidding
ain't
me?
stutter. I
damn,
said,
you a
who is
Texas
that?
dude?
Yeah, bro,
Are
You're a
you
man, I'm
kidding
from
me?
Texas guy.
Houston, bro.
Are you kidding
Look,
me? After the war, he was just which he won.
look, bro, just because I'm
The
from
man is
Texas, bro.
unbeat.
Listen, bro, Crawford is surpassed of Virgil Ortiz or the Jerry Curl Juice Bird and Boots. Stop talking to me about Virgil Ortiz
Crawford
and
is
Boots Ennis.
surpassed
Can I?
boots.
Hey, here, kid, because I got to get ready to go in like the next 5 minutes.
Go steal.
I want to. I do. I do want to retort to that. Normally I be in just of course, I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, man. I can't, y'all wilding on our champion up here, man. But normally I'd be somewhat in agreement with you, but because it's so close to his swan song, I think he needs to focus on the other champions in the division, and with the help of a Turki Alalshikh, he could be a potential triple times undisputed world champion. I think he should be looking to fight the winner of Bakram Bartazaliev and Zoo
Exactly.
and Fundora.
Exactly.
Not Zoo, but Fundora, not Fundora. Ortiz. I'd like that fight if we had another 5 or 6 or 7 fights with Bud. I've never been a fan of him versus Canelo. I just think that's just too big of a jump. And it's just, it's not like Canelo was just big. It's also the skill set. There's no style advantage that Bud would have going into that fight, because Canelo's been in every style that he has to offer. He's been in every type of style, like in front of all those type of styles. So I've never been favorite. What's up?
Hold on, let me respond to Steele real quick. Hold on 1 second. I just want to respond to Steele real quick. I actually agree with that point. I mean, I'm not sure what Steele is, but I actually agree with what Steele said. If Bud Crawford is looking to unify and fight Vergil, I don't have a problem with Bud unifying and not fighting Vergil. I'm okay with that. Let Bud unify and use those fights to fight champions. I have no problem with that. But if he's just holding out saying, if I don't get Canelo, I'm gonna retire, or I just don't want to fight any of these other guys, that's my issue hit. But if he's looking to unify over Vergil, I'm completely okay with that. Go fight the champions, get them belts, make history. I'm cool with that. I agree with you on that, Steele.
If he fights the winner of the IBF title fight, which involves Sui, if he fights Fundora, I'm happy with that, because it's unifying the division. That's what we want as boxing fans.
And then we out here talking about
but I also
Ortiz.
IOTB, let me go. Vergil is going to be in that conversation, because as we all I know it's an interim belt, but Virgil's got next crack at Fundora. He's mandatory. Yeah. He's going to be in that conversation.
That's true.
Now,
if he get that belt, then he could do some talking
definitely
to Terrence Crawford.
Definitely.
And I'm sure nobody has a problem with Terrence Crawford looking to unify against anybody. I'm sure if Crawford looking to unify, we all cool with that.
But can I ask y'all? Definitely. I thought Boba Chuck beat Vergil Ortiz.
You thought who?
I thought Vergil Ortiz lost Saturday night.
I mean, good thing what you think don't
I'm not mad at that,
because a lot of people felt like Bud lost. And a lot of people felt like Bud got a draw. And my whole thing is, I would be okay if Bud decided to either unify, or even if he rematched Mandromov, or even if Bud rematched Joe Boy that he fought. I'm okay with all of those scenarios.
Agreed. But yo, fellas, I got to get going. Hey, are you going live for the Mobilian the Revianchenko fight after the fact?
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's tonight.
No, that's tomorrow. I'm a tap in with y'all cats, manana, man. Y'all stay righteous, man.
Salute, my brother.
Already, be smooth, fellas. Be smooth.
But can I ask you a question, IBF?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can we talk about that suck ass shit that Devin Haney did?
I saw that. What a bitch!
I know Hit Kid want to chop it up with you on that. Hit. Can you talk about that real quick?
So now you find him folks to the counter. He still got punched for shit. Let's all say that with that video. If you saw it, the guy he punched didn't even look good. But
can I tell y'all what happened? This what happened. That Mexican dude out there said, Ryan Garcia knocked you the fuck out. He beat your ass. He made you quit. He didn't cheat, and whoop-de-whoop. And then Devin Haney was in his feelings. He's still emotional about it, even though it did come true. Ryan Garcia cheated. But this right here just showed me what Devin Haney on mental at right. I don't know if this guy gonna ever be the same getting in that ring, because him doing that at a fucking carnival in the public, bro, that is gonna be a major fucking lawsuit.
That shit was a draw. That fight was a draw, by the way. Him and the other dude.
Ayo, how does Devin Haney go to a decision in a street fight?
It was a draw.
Decision in a street fight here.
And then look, he started by throwing the first fucking punch, and then he see his homeboy, and then he walk off and leave him, bro.
Yo, you know why? Because let me tell you something. Haney ain't about that life, bro. He ain't grow up like that. He's always, gold spoon kid. Father had him in boxing. He ain't about that life, yo. He got that sucker punch in and ran.
I disagree. I think Haney will whoop 95% of the dudes on the street because he a boxer and he been trying to do this. Just because you ain't grew up like that being in the street, if you train to box, bro, you could whoop a lot of people ass, bro. So
I mean,
You
he
can't
could
really
lose.
say that. You
He
can't
could
really
lose
say
his.
that in a street
He could
fight. You
lose his
can't really say
license.
that
He
in a
could lose
street
his
fight.
license like
Street
that.
fight is
really,
different from a
Street fight
boxing
is
match.
street fight is different from a boxing fight
We
because
can't
yeah.
compare them.
if there's a 6'6" guy that got 80 pounds on him, I don't give a shit what he's doing. That guy is gonna fucking hug him as soon
Yeah,
as he
that's
grabs a
different.
hold of him. He's
You
not
know,
gonna be able to use his boxing skills.
it's funny you mentioned that because there was a podcast that I saw of him. Like he was having some interview with some like fucking like bodybuilder looking guy, and he was like
He
bragging
said he'll
about like
kill him.
I could. Yeah, that was like so dumb, dude. I'm like, bro, come on, man. You
Well,
really.
I mean, to someone like that, that's a bodybuilder that has, I know who you're talking about, and I don't know his name, but I've seen his face. To a guy like that, that all he can do is lift
I
weights
agree.
and put him down, then yeah, I'd give Haney this. I'd give Haney the edge that he's gonna beat him the fuck up. But to a street nigga to a street person that was in the hood, that grew up around
Yeah.
rough neighborhoods, that learned in an early age, like yo, if I'm
Like
swinging,
me.
something's coming.
Like
Like
me.
if I'm swinging, if we're gonna cross that line and I'm swinging or he's swinging, then something's coming back and going forth. Someone
And
Hey,
this
in
another
hey,
that
thing I
in
y'all
that
have
learned
a
in
from
good
that
one.
him.
I actually got
scenario,
to get back to work. Have a good one. So you're gonna be on the pod. You're gonna have a podcast tomorrow night, Nuke?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All
Did
right,
you
Yep,
I'll
yep.
already
be
give
there,
your
man.
prediction for the fight?
I got Derevchenko, honestly. I have never doubted him. I'm not happy about his losses in the past. I felt like he did wrong in so many ways, but I'm hoping for him to have a quick comeback because I feel like his fight with Jacobs and Triple G. I'm a Triple G fan at the time, and I even thought he should have lost. That's just my opinion, but I'm always up for a guy to get his redemption arc. So I got Derevchenko this time around.
Hey,
Salute. Thank you, my
hey,
brother.
I'll be
I
All right,
mean,
have a
FP.
good one. Bye bye.
it'll be a real proving fight
Oh, I'm
for
sorry. Go
Billy
ahead. Go
tomorrow
ahead. Go
night.
ahead. No, go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
No, I think everyone agrees it's going to be a real proving ground fight for Billy tomorrow night.
Hey, I'll
Didn't
be
and did he
FP.
duck
Yes,
Morel?
sir. Yes, sir.
You know what pissed me off, right? Everybody want to talk about Vergil, and somebody else versus Boots versus Crawford. What about Teofimo Lopez versus Boots? Why we ain't talking about that? Teofimo ready to move up to welterweight. Teofimo way more proven than Boots is. As a matter of fact, I don't believe in Boots. Like
Well, well, well hold on. Teofimo been calling that Bud though.
no, I know, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying. But what about Teo moving up to fight Boots?
I would love to see that fight. I think that'd be a great
That's a fight
fight,
we all
and
want to see.
I would pick Boots. I don't know. I just feel like Boots is that guy, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
I'll pick Lopez over him.
That guy, so hold up,
Theo
that guy, man, IBFP, you know you my guy, and you know I think you one of the best doing it ever, bro. But when you say he that guy, and you get up here, and I'm talking about like when you just sit up here and told me about Terrence Crawford resume, now you want to go look at Boots in his resume and talk about that guy? This is the email champion of the world. I ain't never
Oh
seen
man.
nobody get gifted a belt, and then look, he ain't even, and then look, he ain't even really fought to win the belt. Like, bro, this is a terrible guy. This guy done had 32 fights, bro, and they had a serious one yet. This guy is, in, I think, is Karen is his mandatory. And I thought Karen beat him the first fight.
Oh man, come on, Io.
I'm being Karen now, watch, I'm telling y'all, Boots is gunshot. He don't like to be hit. Like, he could box, but he can't really box like that. People talk about his power. He ain't really got no power like that.
Let me ask you a question. Io. Who wins? Because Eddie Hearn said he made a unification offer to Mario Barrios for Boots Ennis. Who do you got winning that fight if that happens?
That's a tough fight, but I'm gonna tell you this right here. I'm leaning towards Mario Barrios, and people gonna think,
Woo!
they're gonna say,
Look
"Oh,
at
TBA,
him.
you
Look at
crazy."
his face.
No, and this the reason why I
I
say
just
this, right?
laughed.
Because Mario Barrios has got better, bro. If anybody has been watching Mario Barrios, he has got better over the years, and he has fought the more stiff competition. I got Mario Barrios taking it to Boots Ennis. Big facts.
And look, you know what? I respect that. I respect that you stand on business. And when Boots
I
wash his
respect him
ass,
standing
I
on
want you to
business.
come on here and say Boots is the man, because he gonna wash his ass.
I respect the business part.
No. I totally disagree. So,
Boots is sending Barrios to hell in 8.
He gonna cook
who
Barrio.
did Boots just fought? Who
His
did he just fight?
resume ain't gonna matter then, because he gonna add a body to it.
No, I'm talking about who he just fought though. What was
David
his name?
Avanesian.
Yeah, David Avanesian was taking it to his ass, bro. He was
He's
taking it to his.
hold on. Didn't Boots Ennis stop David Avanesian
No, he
quicker than
did. He
Terrence
did.
Crawford did?
No, he did. But
That's it right there. Am I wrong, Hit?
No, he did. You're right. I'm not disagreeing with that.
Okay.
But Avanesian was catching his ass. And I'm gonna tell you another
And it
thing.
shit didn't affect him. He was then. If you know the way
IOTPA, you need to calm down, my man. Boots
if you know how Boots fight, he's normally not that aggressive.
All of Boots got more aggressive, and I'll admit Boots took. So I said this to Nuke on the night, and I said this in the panel on the night of the fight. You know what? In the aftermath call, Boots took more shots in that fight because he had no respect for Avanesian's power. He knew he could walk through his power, and he went on to finish him. Come on.
So when Shakur Stevenson do that against that last guy he fought, they call him boring. But okay, but look, let me get to this right here. I don't even think Boots the best 140. I don't even think Boots the best 147-pound fighter in the world. It's Brian Norman Jr.
Let's find. Look, I'm so ready to find out.
Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr. I'm stamping this on this show. Brian Norman Jr. is the best 147-pound fighter in the world. And when
hold on, Norman Jr. versus Teofimo. Who wins right now, Io?
I got Brian Norman Jr. Because I think Brian Norman Jr. got that grit in him. He like to fight, something that Boots don't like to do. When somebody Boots back,
it's a Boots hater.
No, when somebody hitting Boots back, he get a little gunshot. Like Brian Norman Jr. So he a real dog in there, and he like to dog it out, right? So I think Brian Norman Jr. would like the weight. I don't know though, but I got Brian Norman Jr. as the best 147-pound fighter, and somebody gonna have to beat him to show me that he ain't. And I know it ain't Boots. I wish people stop gassing this dude who got an edge up in the middle of his forehead. And you see Jerry curl juice drip from his bird, who ain't done nothing in the sport of boxing but get a UPS delivery with the email championship of the world.
I'm gonna tell you. So hold on. So if Boots destroys Norman Jr., if he destroys Mario Barrios, if he destroys these type of guys, are you going to give him his credit and say, man, Boots is better than I thought he was? I was wrong about that guy.
Absolutely. The same way I did Terrence Crawford. Everybody know that I was going for Earl Spence in that fight, and me and Earl Spence ain't cool. I thought Earl Spence was going to beat him just because we weren't cool no more. I thought Earl was going to beat him. But you have not seen Mr. IOTBA make one excuse. Crawford made me put respect on his name. Not that I didn't think Crawford was a great fighter. It's just that I thought Earl Spence was better. Crawford beat him. Crawford get all the respect. That's why I don't talk about
Bravo, hit the link.
Don't talk about no Vergil Ortiz with me who looks suspect. People talking about he was boxing. That dude looked horrible in that fight against Boba Chuck, right? He got knocked down twice. Think if Crawford hit him.
And look, Io, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but Balchek and Vergil Ortiz both brutally stopped Errol Spence easy.
I don't know
in
about
my
that.
opinion.
I don't know about that. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Vergil Ortiz.
I'm sorry, Vergil and Balchek both stopped Errol Spence easy.
I agree. I think Spence is cooked.
I mean, listen. Earl Spence versus Vergil Ortiz is a bigger fight, and it'll make more sense than a Vergil Ortiz versus Crawford, because that fight will be down here. It'll be in Cowboy Stadium. But I don't think Vergil Ortiz will win that fight. Yeah, Vergil Ortiz has power, but we seen when he step up a little bit in the ranks, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I knew a little bit about Boba Chuck, but I really didn't know this guy. I'm not finna sit up here and gas and be like, "Oh, I'm picking Boba Chuck." I thought Vergil Ortiz was gonna knock him out. But
can I just jump in for a second?
Yeah, jump in.
But bro, I mean, like 10 minutes ago, you said you didn't know who Vergil Ortiz was. So how can you say you know this about him now?
No, stop.
Did you not say that? Did you not say that? Like 10 minutes ago, he's like, who is this guy Vergil?
My words out of concept. See, I know who Vergil Ortiz is because I've been covering him since he
but
was,
you just said that. If you go back 10 minutes, you literally said that.
Listen to what I'm saying, because you got to
hold on. And Work Dude had a response to you as well. He said Norman Jr.'s best win is a non-champion. He hasn't done anything in boxing.
The last guy, I can't think of his name, but the last guy that Brian Norman Jr. beat, that was impressive. And This guy right here said that I didn't know who Vergil Ortiz was. I'm talking about when they come to big fight moments. He hasn't had that them tough fights where we can
That's not,
say we know who the real Vergil Ortiz is. Let me tell you a little backstory about me, bro. I covered Vergil Ortiz since he was 12 years old, so I actually know
but
who he
but then why
is.
would you say those words? But nonetheless, why would you say those words 10 minutes ago that you didn't know who he
No, I'm
was?
saying we don't
Nonetheless,
know who he is on the big stage, bro.
you
Like
said
we don't
I
know.
don't know. We didn't say
No,
that. We did
okay,
not
I
say that.
don't.
You said
Okay, all
I
right.
don't
Look,
know.
you don't either because he ain't been on a big stage and proved it. Nobody know who Vergil Ortiz is yet. Like we don't know who Boots Ennis is yet. We don't know who Brian Norman Jr. is yet. Now we can make all our opinions and say, "Oh, these guys will win," but we have to see them in them big moment fights for them type of guys to arrive so we can sign, seal, and deliver them. That's all I'm saying.
This is coming from the same guy that wants to give Berlanga, someone that we all know isn't at that stage, giving him a puncher's chance against Canelo.
No,
That makes
look,
no
bro.
sense. That makes
Hold up,
no
hold up, hold
sense.
up.
And
Now
and and and
you
and
act like
and,
I
and,
said.
and, and listen. And if they were nobodies and they were like no threats, then why is Bud running from both of them?
No. I didn't say they was nobodies or no threats. It just don't make sense for Bud Crawford to dumb himself down to fight them guys like that. He don't need to dumb himself down to fight a Vergil Ortiz or a Boots Ennis. That's
But he
what I'm
dumbed
saying.
himself down to fight a David Avenetian.
No,
Yeah.
that's a difference. Bud had been off a year.
Oh, here we
Come
No,
go.
let me
on,
tell you
man.
I'm
why.
like,
Bud has
come
You
been
on.
keep
off
you
over
keep
a
moving the goalposts. You
No,
just
I'm
keep
not.
moving the goalposts further and further
No.
back.
No, I'm not moving the goalposts. I'm being honest. He was out. Look, I criticize like why you didn't wait, but if we're gonna be honest, he was out for a year. He didn't want to be out for like 18 months, then get in the ring with Earl Spence. Like, can we give him that? Like, don't we want him to get a tune up? Like, what we want? And as a matter of fact, while you want her talking, then he offer Boots a fight on Black Prime, and that Jerry Kerr juice dripping bird dude from the 215 turned it down. Didn't he do that? Then Boots turned down that smoke versus Terrence Crawford for a real world championship.
He did. He did. And hold on. But did Crawford also turn down a fight with Blue Tennis?
How can Crawford turn down a
No, no, I'm,
fight
no,
with
no, no,
Boots?
no. Not how can Crawford.
Come
Don't
on.
ask no stupid question.
He did.
Blue Tennis and his team at one point said no. Then they pushed the mandatory, and Terrence Crawford said no. Is that correct?
No, that is
That
correct,
is
but
correct.
no,
That is correct.
that is
No matter
correct.
what you think or feel about it, that's exactly what
No,
happened.
that's correct, IBFP, but this the thing right here. He had the opportunity when Crawford wanted to
So
give
did
him.
hold on, and so did Crawford. We
No, but
can't just say one guy had an opportunity and the other one didn't.
But
no,
both
but you
Word.
got to
involved.
understand, Boots is a nobody compared to Crawford, and when Crawford,
Crawford
when,
lost millions on his last event. Let's stop
no,
talking
I
about
agree.
this guy
No,
like
no, no,
he's
no,
some
no.
supreme fighter.
I'm talking about in boxing stand. Crawford gave him an opportunity for a world title fight, and
Crawford
he
didn't even
said
know
no.
because Crawford was, and far as I know, that offer wasn't even legitimate because Crawford said his name never came up. When it came from Terrence Crawford, he had no idea that Boots was ever something on the table. But that's hold on. Let me get to my brother Clavo. I know he's been trying to get in. What's up, my brother Clavo?
Yeah, my bad, man. It's that Cricket Wireless or whatever the fuck it is, man. But yo, I hear a lot of this talking. There's a lot of shit going on in boxing. There's a lot of double standard shit going on in boxing. But but man, I don't know if I heard correctly, man. But did I hear somebody say Crawford won't dumb himself down to fight guys like Virgil and Boots?
Yeah, I
Yes.
said that. I
Yeah,
said
that's what
that.
you heard.
Yeah,
IOTBA.
and he's standing
Why?
on it, my
Wait a
brother.
I'm
minute.
standing
Wait
on
a
it.
minute. How is that dumbing
Be
himself
wild.
down? So that's what kind of doesn't make any sense. Is Virgil? He said he's not really world. Okay, he's not world because he hasn't got a world title. But has Virgil headlined this event before?
Yes.
What?
There you go.
When he
There you
sold
go.
2,000 tickets down here? I was there.
Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. The point is that he's actually headlining his own event, so he's out there, bro. He's got good wins on him.
They
He
just
beat
gave
the shit out of
thousands of
Hoover.
tickets. Hold on. They just gave away thousands of tickets, and Bud had Eminem and a free truck giveaway. Talking about LPBA.
For real, yo. That's
But
real
let me
talk
tell
right there. They
listen,
basically gave
listen.
You
everything out
giving
for
away
free.
thousands of tickets, still
But
can't
look,
sell that bitch out.
but
You
look,
done
Yo,
put
they even
all
listen,
the people
listen,
on the
Edgar, they
undercard.
even send
Come on,
listen, they
Clavo.
even send him a
but
ticket.
IBL, I make that same argument when I'm getting on these Terrence Crawford fans about how they trying to say he deserves. So I'm not on here defending Crawford towards
Please
like a
don't.
Canelo, but I'm defending him towards a Vergil Ortiz and a Jerry Curl Juice Bird and Boots. Tell me,
And
Vergil Ortiz and Bam
the
will
only
fight.
hold on. The only issue, IO, and this I'm gonna have to go to Clavo on this, is that it's not Virgil team that was like, oh, we have to fight Crawford next. They're okay with trying to get another title shot first, but
You feel like IBF?
Yes, hey, I kind of
Nuke,
cut
you
out.
there? I think he's Mike. I think the cricket wireless hit Nuke.
Al Heyman got my boy, man.
Hey, go ahead, Quavo. While we're waiting on IBF.
Yeah. Well, nah, man. I'm just saying. Look, Virgil undefeated, 100% KO rate. I mean, that's a good opponent. That's not
Used
really
to be,
dumbing
used
anything
to
down.
be, used to
Well,
be
not
100%.
well, barely. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, used to be though, but he's still been a good opponent. You know, and
No,
of course
no,
they do got a fight in common as well. I mean, Boots is also. I don't see why that would be somebody that he would dumb himself down to. I mean, that fight would actually make sense. I mean, I would actually prefer that. Bud, why not go ahead and put one defense on your undisputed status? He's been undisputed twice, but he has not even defended any of them
I think
whatsoever. He
that,
don't
I
have
think
not one
I
defense,
don't
not
know
one
if we're still
defense.
live on the channel because by the way, I still think we're live because even though Nuke's left, it still says live on the stream
no.
yard.
He'll be back. Nuke probably just had to fill out and get back in the new area, so he just
Oh
still got
man,
us on here till he come back.
yeah,
That
my boy
happens.
had to, my boy had to take his shit, man. Let him be.
Nah, but when
Yeah.
I say dumb himself down, Quavo, that ain't no disrespect to them fighters. They just not there yet. Crawford about to be 37 years old, I think, next month, right? And
Yeah.
Crawford at the point of the stage to where why would I fight Vergil Ortiz if he ain't got no belt? Like Crawford on the road to doing something nobody ain't ever done is to becoming three-time undisputed, bro. And people need to respect that. If he can't get the Canelo fight, why would he dumb himself down to Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz? If I ain't getting 25 million to 50 million to fight one of them, they can go throw that shit in the garbage. They can go flush it down the toilet.
I mean, if you kind of look at it, man,
Yeah.
Canelo and Crawford are kind of in the same situation as to they've already taken care of most of the people in their division, so they're just wiping out whoever's coming in. I mean, basically, Crawford right now is about to be on his way out from what we think. But there's nothing wrong with getting these. But now, Virgil's now in your division now, and more than likely, I'm pretty sure he's going to be doing good. So why not go ahead and just get this good win off of
Supreme, you
him?
muted.
I mean, he doesn't want to take any risk, I guess, man. You know what I mean?
Hey,
But
yo,
I mean,
my
I
peoples, I
understand
Yeah.
you
gotta
got a
go.
That,
I'm gonna
mandate.
see y'all after the fights, all right?
All right,
All
see
right,
you,
all
big
right.
dog.
Supreme.
All right, Supreme.
Yeah, I just got out of lids and bought me a Yankee yet. I'm gonna see y'all
All
later,
right.
all right?
See you later, my man.
All right, peace, my brothers.
Hey, man,
Peace.
are we still live for real? Even
I think
without
we're
Yeah.
even with
yeah
Yeah. I
we're
think we
still live.
are.
Yeah, Nuke will be
We're
back.
still live. It still says live on here, so I'm saying we're still
Listen,
live.
listen. Like, bro, my honest opinion is that Crawford is just trying to cash out with one big fight, and one big fight is Canelo. He doesn't want to fight anyone else that may put him out, which I believe Boots and Ortiz do at this point. I think
Well, I put my money on that.
they'll put him out, and then it's gonna be like, oh, then he's gonna look at, he's gonna lose the that he reveres so much, and all his fan base reveres so much. He's gonna lose it to a younger lion, and then he's just gonna sail off into the sunset, not getting paid for that loss. So he's just trying to cash out with his number one option is Canelo. He don't give a shit if he has to go up and get beat up. He knows he's gonna get the biggest payday of his life, and that's what he wants. And that's why he's avoiding everyone else. He doesn't want to entertain anyone else. And Turk lost so much money that he's trying to convince him to fight someone else to at least gain some money back.
yeah. I mean, I take it like this, man. Look,
Yeah, the pay per view was a bomb.
he went up to 154, and he had the fight of his life that he ain't never had before, going all 12 rounds. When was the last time he's done that? It's been
Yep,
years. So
yep.
now that he's seen how hard it is, yo, man, I don't know if I can do this again. I need the big money fight right now. I mean, are you agreeing with the Crawford and Canelo fight?
No,
Out?
hell no, hell no.
Okay, all right, yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
listen, this is the thing right here. Crawford had this opportunity. But with all his little million fans who like to lick the sweat from his balls, they won't just come to they don't just understand reality and know that Crawford dropped the ball. He was supposed to go in there and make Madrimov look like he made Earl Spence look. And he didn't do that. If Crawford would have made him look like that, that would have made the buzz way more intriguing to see
Yes.
him against the Canelo, but he dropped the ball completely against
Because
Madrimov.
Madrimov almost beat him.
Yeah, so that was it. That was
Yeah, but
it.
that's
That
why.
was his
But
was a
opportunity,
close
and he
fight.
dropped it.
yeah, but that's why there's weight classes, bro. Like you can only go up so much to the point where you're not gonna be able to do that.
It's like the same argument, over the fuckers who want to make the Inoue tank fight. You know how stupid that is, if we
Yeah,
remember.
like there's divisions for a reason because
I mean, I
you
say
can
the weight
only
did
go
play a
so
role.
far.
Yeah, I think the weight did play a role in that Madrimov Crawford, man. I mean, come on. We were all expecting to see a TKO, another stoppage from Crawford added. You know what I mean? But hey, this time he went life and death, man. He really fucking did. He didn't like it. He didn't like what he felt. That's what
Exactly.
I feel. Yeah, let me get the Canelo fight now, man, because the next one I might not be able to make it.
Yeah,
Right, right.
I have to be honest. I think a fight you're looking forward to is like with 154 right now. Supreme went off toe to toe. He had to go. He was in a train station. The fights at 154 right now is we're all interested who Fandora's picking out because we're going to get Tim Tszyu versus Musayev for the IBF title. We're looking, is it going to be Fandora Crawford next? Vergil Ortiz has, the interim belt. Is Spence coming back? Like, that's why we love this division. There's so many good fights out there.
Nah, 154 just got hot. Yeah, 154 just popped up.
It's the glamour division of boxing right now.
I mean, if Crawford did put himself out there, he could make a couple fights where he could make some money. Like I'm not talking about $5-10 million fights, but he could make a
Man,
few million at each.
154 is not the glamour division. I apologize, it's not.
But
what do you think it is?
It's made for right now. It's made for some good, intriguing fights where people will pay to go see
Can
it.
I ask IOTBA what he thinks is the glamour division right now of boxing?
Man, it got to be
Please don't say
135.
135. Nah,
It got to,
Come on,
it got
bro.
to be
Nobody cares about
135. Look,
nobody cares about those
I
guys.
don't just got one. I think it's 135. I think it's intriguing at 140. And with Canelo being Canelo, wherever he fight, Canelo is intriguing. So yeah, 135, 140, and Canelo. That's
No, I
intriguing.
put 154 over 135.
Nah.
140 is intriguing. I'll actually agree on 140
I'll
being
give him
intriguing.
And can
140.
I tell you, hey, hit that hit kid. Where you from, hit kid?
I'm from the UK.
Shout out to my people from across the pond. Shout out to you, hit kid. Say the best fighter at 140 right now is from across the pond.
Are you thinking Jack Catterall?
When
Yeah,
Jack
Catterall.
Catterall is
Yes!
gonna
Yeah.
outbox. Look, I love Regis Prograis. That's my guy, but I have to keep it 100. Jack Catterall is
He's gonna
supposed to be
box his head off.
he supposed to be the real undisputed. If y'all don't know about Jack Catterall, he
Yeah,
really
I've
do
said
because
this.
Yeah. That fight with Josh Taylor. Yeah,
yeah,
man.
he
That shit
beat
was
Josh Taylor.
close.
Clavo, Edgar, and even Nuke, if he gets back with his tech issues, know this. I have been saying it for 2 years now, guys. Ever since the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taylor Catterall fight, that Jack Catterall is the best fighter at 140 because he was fucked over out of Undisputed.
Yep.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, Jack Catterall, if y'all think that Devin Haney put like a beating on him, see,
Nah.
Jack Catterall
Catterall
is way.
knocks Haney
Nah.
out.
No, I'm
No.
talking about if y'all think Devin Haney put a beating on Regis Prograis, like, watch what y'all see Jack Catterall do to him.
Oh,
I
Catterall's
believe
gonna
you. I've
box
seen
Oh,
his
him.
head
yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Catterall's
telling you,
gonna box his head off.
Teofimo, that's why everybody's trying to go up to 147, including Devin Haney, including Teofimo, and everybody else around there. They trying to get away from Jack Catterall. Because I'm telling y'all, he is that guy at 140, bro. I put that on everything.
Here's the question: if Tank moves up to 140, does he beat Catterall?
I
Now
don't think so.
that'll be an intriguing fight. It just
It
depends on
will.
what Catterall chin is like.
And also, it depends if Tank don't use no weight stipulations. Fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
There
Oh,
he
he's
is.
back! He's
There
back!
he
He's
is.
back! Takeover's over.
Catterall Regis Prograis.
Jack Catterall. I got him as
Yeah.
the
Catterall
best
Catterall
140.
kills him.
I got
Come
Catterall
on.
too.
Agreed.
Catterall
Hold
is
on,
the
Clavo.
best
I'm
140 on
sorry, I
the
missed the
planet.
whole section of what you were saying, my brother.
Man, we done took it to the divisions, man. To which division is the glorified one right now? I'm saying 154 just got hot because who
Same.
all entered in there. But but IOTBA did go to put a good point that 140. It's also a little glamorous right now too with everybody in there, man. With Jack Catterall being like one of the biggest threats right now, which I totally fucking agree. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, that's the facts.
It's a question. What do you think is the glamour division of boxing right now, Nuke? What do you think is the best?
154 look like it's the hottest. I mean, you have Bud,
Yeah,
you
that's
have
what I said.
Vergil. You have a lot of good names there, and then you never know if Boots gets the right offer, he'll jump right up there. So I think even though IO don't believe in him, I think it's just a lot of names, and then you can add more. Do you think Jermell Charlo can make some noise coming back, or is he done?
Oh, Jermell Charlo is the fight that Crawford needs to take if he want to make some money.
Yes.
If he
Yes,
want to
that's
make
the
some
money
money.
fight. To be fair, that is the. If you can't get Fundora because he's fighting Spence, the money fight for Crawford is Charlo. Because what, and I'll say this truthfully, and fucking, I beg you, son of New Jersey, to pick Charlo. I fucking beg you, you stupid
Oh,
motherfucker.
All right. So
I
the
might,
question is though,
I might pick
Mister.
Charlo. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might pick Charlo.
I'm
But,
picking
All right.
Crawford.
All right. So
but was
Mister,
the question? But was the question if Jermell Charlo got the edge still? Is he gonna do good? Because how the Charlo brothers, man, they've been fucking off. Was that the question?
No, that's not my question. My question to him was, all right, so if Charlo comes back, says, all right, I'm back, and he says, I'm calling Crawford out or whatever, let's make a fight. Is Mr. IO gonna say that Crawford doesn't need to dumb down to fight him?
No, there ain't no dumb down because that's a match made in heaven fight right there. Them guys been going at it for years. I just think of the epic moment after he knocked out Earl Spence and he got on that rope and looked at Charlo, bro. That backstory is amazing. That's not no dumb down because you got Charlo who has been
Undisputed.
undisputed before
Yep.
at 154, bro. So that's not a dumb down fight. This is a guy who is proven and who done beat everybody, bro. Like, so
Yep.
come
Okay,
on now.
okay, all right, all right.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
hypothetically speaking, if he came back and said, "All right, let's make this fight," and then Crawford says, "I don't want to fight you," he makes some kind of excuse. Would you stand behind him?
Yeah, no. Then I have a problem with Crawford because this is no. Like Steele said earlier, right? Because ain't Jamel still a champion in recess?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I would have like now if so I don't think Terrence Crawford will turn that fight down. But if he do, then I have a problem with Crawford. Absolutely, definitely have a
Okay.
problem with it.
But,
I definitely have a problem with it. And another thing, I'm glad Hit Kid brought up Fundora versus Spence. Man, I'm shitting bricks for Earl Spence going into that fight against Fundora, man.
Why are you shitting
Why
bricks?
she in brick?
Because, bro, listen to what
Maybe
I'm
I'm not
saying.
understanding. What's got you like this, Io? What
Nah,
is it?
because listen, that religious ass whooping that Terrence Crawford put on Earl Spence, bro.
This nigga say
Listen to what I'm
religious.
saying. Like that thing, it was religious. And listen, that type of ass whooping right there, bro, could make your mind play tricks on you. And even though we know Tim Zoo was beating Fundora, right, in the first couple of rounds, and until the little cut, right, then it probably would have been different. But Fundora won. So simple as that. I don't want to hear nothing else about that. And as a champion, you get better. And with Earl Spence coming off that fight and Fundora having all the confidence he have now, bro, I just don't know if Earl win that fight. I can't just be adamant and say Earl gonna win that fight. I have to lean towards Fundora because Earl gonna have to show me if he still like that. Like if the mental edge
Wait a minute.
is
Wait a minute, Io. Who's Errol Spence's trainer right now?
Yeah, he don't even have a trainer right
yeah, you
now,
don't
man.
even have a trainer. That's
I mean,
as well.
I know
I
he
really don't think he's getting. I don't really think he's getting back in the ring. To be honest, I mean,
no, he getting back into the ring. Him look, him and Fundora fighting in the late part of the year. He getting back in the ring. Trust me on that.
yeah.
I
I,
don't know
I
who
don't.
his
I
trainer
don't.
is right now. Uh, but I know he's training with a couple of guys who are experienced, who could keep him sharp right now. For him to make his like, and that's another thing. IBFP. Like, if you know you finna come into this fight, you should have a trainer right now that
Yeah.
you working with so you can get
Mm-hmm.
adjusted with him, and he don't have that yet.
Exactly.
Exactly. So
That's
that's what we're trying to say. That's like
there
that's
you go. Exactly.
that's what we're
That's
trying to say.
exactly my point. because
Like,
I mean, after that religious beating, which I don't think it was religious, that shit was repulsive. That shit was ruthless. You know what I'm saying? Man, that
I
shit right
do.
there, bro. You know, beatings like that does some shit to a fighter, man. Depending on his
right, he's
mental
damaged
functions.
good. He's right,
You
he's
know what I mean?
damaged good.
So
Like,
I hope that. Look, I love Spence, man. I mean, I'm from Dallas. I'm from the Dallas area myself. So I mean, I ride with Spence, but at the same time, you know what I mean. I can't really fanboy for him, but I hope he's okay. But I got a feeling, bro, he's not coming back in the ring. I mean, like everybody's saying, he doesn't even have a trainer. I don't even think he's looking for a trainer, from what I've been reading, bro. So that's what I'm saying.
Now,
like
even though I criticized Earl Spence for not taking that rematch, I also can understand why he didn't take that rematch with Terrence Crawford, because after taking that religious ass whooping, you do need some time off, to get your body right, especially the high he was on for so many years, right? Now, do I think he coming back? Absolutely, because I've been in there and I done seen Earl spar for 100 rounds. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When Earl was at his peak, I used to watch him whip Charlo ass in sparring, and that's when Charlo had first got there with Derrick James. So Derrick James was showing Charlo, and Earl used to whoop his ass. I was right there. So yeah,
so,
I'm
So do you
but
think? So do
the
you think?
problem.
So you think if they do a rematch, you think Spence will beat Bud?
No, absolutely not. And this the
No.
reason why, because Earl threw that white flag up. People talking about, oh, he can't make 154. Well, and I was just speaking on this the other day. I was like, well, Earl, if you didn't want to do the fight at 147, right, you could have told Crawford, hey, Crawford, I can't make 147. It was like, I'll give you this much excess money to go to 154 and let's do the rematch there if he really wanted it. But it ain't that. Look, Earl did the smart thing to not take that rematch, bro, because that was a horrible loss. And when you take a horrible loss like that, even though we could talk shit about it, everybody got the right to criticize about him throwing that white flag. I'm not telling y'all not to, but I think it was a smart thing for him to do, because if he want to continue his career, Earl needed to do some soul searching as he was doing, and he need to come back and take on a lesser type opponent like Fundora. Now, right now, I got this fight 50-50, right? But we won't know who gonna win this fight until it get like after the first 4 rounds of
Yeah.
Earl Spence and Fundora. Do y'all agree with that, or am I reaching?
I think you're reaching, man. I think that it was a bad. He got beat up bad, and it could have been to a number of things. It could have been to Bud is just a little bit more than him. It could have been to the lifestyle that he had. He fucking got too big for his britches. He took the money got to his head. He thought he was he was a shooting star on the rise, and he didn't take it seriously. And after the beatdown that he got somewhat exposed. He gave everyone else a blueprint of what you have to do to beat his ass. And I think if he gets into the ring with the right level guy, he gets hit a few times, and it's gonna be back like flashbacks. And I think he's gonna shut down and quiver.
Objection, Your Honor. Now listen. He didn't have no broken bones. Earl didn't have no broken bones. He said it. He said, say it loud. No broken bones, and I'm proud. Remember when he put out that post? Earl Spence came back and beat an ample opponent in Danny Garcia, made it look easy. Came back and stopped Ugas. So when people saying his lifestyle, like his lifestyle, he was still winning. He just ran into a
And
guy.
Hold on, hold on, hold on,
ABA.
hold on, hold on,
Hold
hold on,
on.
hold on. I gotta come in. In that fight against Ugas, we can't all forget that the referee stopped Ugas from knocking Spence out the ring.
Yep.
There
He
was a
Let's
saved
all
him.
moment.
remember,
There was a
that
moment.
was one of the most blatant ref saves I've seen in a fight in ages.
I mean,
Like,
I don't see why I don't
we
see how
can't even
anybody
back
can
that.
give
It's
a
truth.
yeah. I don't see how anybody can still give Spencer edge on a Crawford rematch, bro. Because we should know that
No,
Crawford
I ain't
has a
saying
specific.
that.
Well, no, but Bud has a specific skill set that Earl just doesn't have. You know, I mean, I don't criticize Earl for losing. I never criticized Spence for losing at all. But what I did criticize is basically how long it fucking took his fight, and the PBC model, the PBC way, kept that fight from happening. So that's the only thing I criticize. Other than that, I'm glad the fight
That's
finally
why
happened.
most of us say fuck the PBC. It's why to be fair, we'll probably not get the Tank Shakur fight, which we all want to see at the end of
Nah,
this year.
we say F the PBC. Let's talk about F Wilder season, because who the hell Turki Alalshikh think he is talking to Canelo like that?
Oh man, that man, that's
Hold on.
just true.
One second before we get in there. I just got one quick prediction I want to ask all you guys. Just one quick prediction.
Okay.
The Turk said that he was interested in making Ryan Garcia doing a lot of drug testing, and Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney in a rematch. I don't know if Devin Haney would take it because he seems mentally off. Clavo, Io, Edgar, who wins that rematch if it happens?
Garcia.
Ryan.
Yeah. I
Ryan
would
gonna
have to, I
beat him
would
up
have to
again.
I would have to go with the mental part of everything, man, because to me Haney doesn't hasn't seemed the same since those knockouts, and unless he actually learned how to avoid that fucking hook as well, because you was getting hit with that hook way too easily. Seriously, I thought I was gonna see the fucking skill that he was doing with Cambosos, but nah, man, fucking Ryan found this dude out, so I got Ryan winning the next one. Yeah, I mean, unless this boy gets his stuff together, picks up another trainer, stop listening to his fucking crazy ass dad. You know what I mean? Oh, maybe you can do something, but I still got Ryan doing it. Ryan scarred you for life on that one.
Now I'm gonna say I don't know. I'm gonna say it's yet to be determined because I'm finna give y'all facts. Ryan Garcia did test positive. Whether you say it was a little or whether you say it was a lot, he tested positive. Another fact, ain't that the best we ever seen Ryan Garcia look in the ring? And
No, it's
it
not.
all,
No,
it
no,
all.
no, no,
No,
no. We're not going to do that. First
no.
off, Ryan Garcia didn't look phenomenal because he had moments where he looked bad as well. Ryan Garcia has not progressed as a fighter. The problem that we noticed in the fight was Devin Haney did not. You thought that if you know that Ryan Garcia is really going to look for one shot, and the fact that you couldn't avoid it, that ain't got anything to do with no drugs. And
Mm-hmm.
even every expert on the topic said that none of that could have affected him. He didn't have enough in his system to affect anything in the fight. So
Right.
anything else is hyperbole, it's fat, it's feelings, it's all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, Devin Haney's defense was trash.
He
It
broke
really
character.
was.
He actually broke character. He was trying to do a lot of fighting on the inside, man, and he's more of a mid-range to outside fighter, bro. So that's another
That's
thing where
very
he
true.
fucked up at.
And his strategy was shocking in that fight.
He
Well,
got beat up.
another
He
question
got
that
beat
I'm
up.
gonna ask is that do you guys think that Shakur Stevenson is ducking Tank Davis? I know there's a lot of talk about that. I'm not sure what you guys think about it. Shakur Stevenson had an opportunity to fight Tank Davis. Tank Davis team reached out to Shakur Stevenson and his team. Shakur did not hear back within about a week, and he moved on. He sounds like he never really wanted the Tank fight. Do you feel that's a duck? Do you feel like that's a missed opportunity? What do you think?
Ooh.
Because Shakur's quick to talk shit and say somebody's ducking him, but with this Tank thing, he's not saying anything.
If
I
if
think
if that's true, then it's a duck. You got to take
I
that. It's a unification fight.
yeah, but I think maybe I think Shakur kind of I think Shakur knows that like Tank is somewhat being a weight bully, and he doesn't wanna go that high, or he doesn't want to go into the fight knowing that he's gonna be a lot heavier than he is on that night, and he doesn't want to run that gamble.
No, yeah, I mean, like you said, if that's true, then Shakur Stevenson, we got a lot of you got a lot of questions that we need to be that need to be answered. If that's true and he didn't take this fight because all we hear Shakur say is he want this fight, he want this fight, he want to prove he great, he want to prove he great. Now proving you great, right? In the fight because we already seen Shakur Stevenson and how he played, right? He turned down the Frank Martin fight because Frank Martin wanted more money. Now Shakur Stevenson. Now you have to understand this. You have to look at yourself in the mirror. Matter of fact, play some Michael Jackson with it. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. You got to start with that, right? You got to tell yourself, I ain't what I think I am, right? If I want to be what I need to be, I got to do like Floyd did. I got to take a little. I got to beat this guy. Then after I beat this guy, then it'll catapult me. Now, if Shakur is not willing to do that, then 100% IBFP, the total blame is on him.
Clavo, is he ducking?
Well, since we've always said that Tank is ducking such and such, and Shakur was one of those opponents that we claimed to duck. If this is true right here, then I'm gonna have to say that yes, it is a duck. But I also do have questions as of Shakur. What is the situation? Because did he re-sign with Tank? Because if they're trying to make that fight, who else is gonna pay for it? To me, I don't really think PBC has any money. That's why they're making these desperate ass pay-per-views that are not getting anything. So where's the money going to be coming from for this fight? And who's Shakur with right now? Who's going to pay for it on his behalf?
Yeah, I think
So
Shakur's matchroom. I think.
yeah, so that's another question as well. But other than that, yeah, it's got to be
Yeah,
a dub
yeah,
because to be honest with you, you need this kind of fight. Your last two fights, you've been laying eggs, bro. You got people sleeping, you got people snoring shit. So
Shakur has to have a fight.
you need
Shakur
this fight
has
right
to
here.
fight Tanker Cepeda next. Let's just call it straight. Shakur has to fight Tanker Cepeda next. It's one or the other.
And he's got to look good because if he doesn't
Because,
look, I mean, if it looks like if it's a fucking one, if it's a jab fest and a hug fest, then people are still gonna get turned off even more.
yeah, because here's the thing: he has to fight one of those two next because we know with the other belts, Berichek, we've not really heard what he's doing, and we know Loma is on break. You know, because of all the shit which has been going on in his personal life and everything.
Man, regardless, man, I think the Shakur could go ahead and even get with Baranchyk or Emmanuel Navarrete. Emmanuel Navarrete needs a comeback fight right now, bro. I mean, he just lost his belt, so there's so many fights that can be made at 135. Nobody's unifying. Nobody's trying to put 2 or 3 belts together, bro. I mean, that's another thing about boxing now, bro. I mean, I thought the protocol, the goal was to get to the proper channels to become a world champion. Anybody in amateurs, what is your goal in boxing? I want to be a world champion one day, but
Yeah.
people are not doing anything with these fucking belts. So it's basically like, what the fuck is the sport for now? What it's just for glamour? I'm gonna just get these highlight knockouts, trying to make money, and I'm not really trying to fight the best opposition. That's basically how it is right now, bro. So I gotta wonder, why are these belts standing in the same position?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you one more thing about Turkey, man. I think he's gonna be involved in a lot of big fights, but in a few years, I'm not sure if he'll still be around in boxing.
Especially if he loses money like he did on this Crawford
Yeah,
fight.
on this Crawford fight, yeah, he has to pick and choose like which big fights he's gonna make because if not, he's just gonna keep burning money.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Hit Kid at the strip club, just throwing away money trying to get
Very
some shit.
funny, you prick.
Yeah. Let's see it. Let's see if him and fucking Dana White are gonna crush Canelo's fucking event. Let's try to find out
I
because
highly doubt that, man.
you
I highly
talking a
doubt
little
that.
too greasy, man. After your fight loses a lot of money. I mean, I got to give it to you. You did give us that fight. I mean, Turkey, I like you, but then I don't like you. I mean, you gave us the undisputed for heavyweight. We haven't had that in over 2 fucking decades. You're about to give us
Better be
Bivol,
Bivol.
Exactly. You're about to give us that shit. You just gave us this Crawford fight. So I mean, you are doing some things for boxing. I cannot say that, but a lot of shit. But you can't come at the king of boxing like that. Like you're basically gonna tell him what to do. That's a no-no. So you already started off wrong. So how the fuck do you expect to do business with this man later on? When you want to start off like that.
Clavo, I just think that Turkey. I mean, look, if you want to make big fights, great fights, put on these events, nothing wrong with that. Nobody has an issue with Turkey trying to do big fights. What we have an issue is this guy don't check his ego at the door. That's it. Just check your ego and we good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like this old drama with him and Tim Tszyu because he wanted Tim Tszyu off a year-long layoff to just go straight into a Bud Crawford fight. And Tszyu's like, hold on, I can actually go and get another belt in the IBF belt and make the fight more presentable. And I want to have a bit of activity going into the fight.
I mean, there's a reason why you can't get 3 of the A sides, you know what I mean, to join you, to do business with you, which is Canelo, which is Inoue. Inoue don't need you, man. Inoue, all he got to do is go fucking do a fight in Tokyo.
I mean,
and he's got the numbers.
In that next week, if I remember correctly, Inoue versus Doherty. I know it's a trash opponent, but that'll sell big because it's Inoue in Japan.
It's Inoue.
Right. He's gonna fill the Tokyo Dome with 100,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
He already did that against Nere, and he beat the shit out of Nere.
Right. He's gonna fill that stadium again for another 100,000 people, and he's got his money. He's got his money in that region. He don't care. He don't need the Turk.
Yeah, man. Do y'all see how the landscape of boxing has fucking changed, bro? It was all the American fighters at the top, bro. Now you got a bunch of foreign fighters out here, man, doing the thing, man. When has Japanese ever had a fighter like this, man? That's fucking making numbers. This ain't never fucking been done. Like boxing is changing, bro. And every American that's fighting now, bro, I don't see no more greatness. It's all coming Usyk. You know what I mean, bro? We got motherfuckers that are doing it.
I mean, it's like
when we talk about the best fighter in the world, who are you guys' best fighter in the world? For me, it's a tie. It's Inoue and it's Usyk.
For a fact on this, I agree with you. I think they're the 1 and 2. You can put it either way. For me personally, it's Inoue. Because
I can't argue.
Because that last fight against Nere, that was the first time he was ever knocked down in a fight ever in his career. Was Inoue, okay? And then Inoue, as soon as that shot landed, the left hook, acknowledged the left hook, made sure he got his senses, grabbed hold of Neri for I think it was 10, 15 seconds, weren't it? And then proceeded to pace the shit out of this guy for the rest of the fight. He's like, my head's clear now. You caught me. Well done. I'm going to fuck you up. And he blitzed his ass. Like, no one who stands in front of this guy, can live with him, it looks like. And the thing about Inoue is we're talking about no one can live with his power at 126. I think he can go up to 130 and do damage in that division. But what people forget about Inoue is he's a fucking great boxer. Look at his jab and all that, which he sets everything up with. People sleep on it because of his KO record and everything. Inoue is a great boxer in breaking you down.
The best boxers always will come from the most poorest and humblest of backgrounds. That's just what it is. Because those are the hungriest people. Those are the hungriest guys that are gonna go out and do whatever they gotta do to fucking make their family situation better. And in America, like we've gotten to an age where every kid gets a participation trophy and everyone's comfortable, and they're only gonna get to a certain level where they're okay with it when they're gonna meet up to someone who comes from the worst of the worst and they know that they gotta win.
I like that, dig it. So, hey, man, let me ask y'all something. Let's say Canelo goes back to and gets the IBF, becoming two-time undisputed at 168, would that be considered a good accolade? I'm asking for somebody retarded, man. This motherfucker asking me stupid ass questions.
I mean, I guess you can. I mean, in the record books, it's gonna go back. It's gonna go down as he was two-time undisputed in the same weight division.
Yeah, exactly.
But right. But it's gonna be like, well, he already had four. He already had three of the four belts.
Yeah.
I think for me it depends on who gets the belt. Like if it was let's say Benavidez, I'm gonna come back down and I'm gonna get the belt, and then they have a super fight for it. I think people
Okay.
would be
Yeah.
excited
Okay.
about that. But since Benavidez ain't coming back, and that ain't gonna be the situation, it's gonna be very interesting to see what direction Canelo goes. Like Steel Mill says, it'd be great to see Canelo fight in Billy. I think that's a very intriguing fight. That's gonna be one hell of an exciting fight if Canelo fights in Billy. I mean, what do you think about a Canelo and Billy fight, Claudio?
Yes, man.
That'd be great.
And Billy, bro, he's fucking got a mean ass volume, man. I think that motherfucker's gonna do some really good things. That's one of the fighters that I'm gonna be looking at. I mean, let's see how he does with Deverenchenko, man. Deverenchenko might be old, man, but he's still a little dangerous, bro. You see how he hurt Munguia, but let's see if Billy can keep him off, bro. That is gonna be one intriguing fight. But Canelo and Billy, yeah, bro, I would love that shit. That shit would be a nice ass showdown, real talk.
Now you got him Billy beating Deverenchenko tomorrow night.
Yeah, man. I mean, I would like for Deverenchenko to, man, because look, that motherfucker, regardless of how many losses he got, he's a warrior, bro. He's a warrior. He'll give it all. He'll give it his all until you beat his ass down. That's what I like. That's what I like about him. But man, I gotta go with him, Billy, man.
He's a younger, fresher fighter, less miles, kind of like Hit Kid's old girlfriend. Like when you got all these miles on her, it's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be a hard road.
It's gonna be hard and long and stiff.
Pretty much, and I mean this truthfully. I think it's younger man who'll put failing in Billy. I think it's going to be a war tomorrow. But I would, a long-term boxing fan, I would love Deverenchenko. I'm going to be cheering on Deverenchenko to do it.
You got Sergey?
Ooh.
Oh, you about to change your mind.
You know what? I'm going to go on business. I'm going to cheer on Deverenchenko, so I'm taking Deverenchenko.
That's right.
Already. Okay. I love it.
That's real shit right there. And then the Warrior Way says, y'all just hating on Turkey for now, just waiting till Canelo accepts a fight and a narrative change. There's no narrative. We just want him to put his ego in check. Nobody hates Turkey. It's just check your ego at the door, and we cool with you trying to make big fights. That's really what this is about.
Bro, like for real, man, you're putting too much thought into it, man. We specifically said, look, you're doing the things. I love it. I love what you're doing, but come on, man, you cannot come at the king of boxing like that with that shit. Like, you're gonna throw some money around, and he's gonna be like a dog wagging his tail, bro. That's not the way it fucking works. Canelo's another king, bro. He's used to, motherfuckers doing, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want, and I'm pretty sure Turkey has that same thing. So all this happened is just two egos collided, And maybe you're right. Maybe they will work later on. But I mean, how you gonna fuck up your chances by coming at the man like that, talking about we gonna eat him? Dude, Canelo never mentions Turkey. For Turkey to just say all of a sudden, oh, we're gonna eat him at this fucking event with the UFC. Like, bro, come on, man.
Yo, Clavo, sorry to cut you off, bro. But yo, like, didn't Crawford just make a video recently about this and that, talking about Canelo this, Canelo that? That just sounds like he's begging for the fight. And it could be Turk telling him like, yo, we got to do something to make this fight because I just lost $10 million. Yo, we have to bend to that guy's rules, and whatever the fuck he says, we're gonna have to accept so that we could come out on top, so that you can get paid, you can ride off into the sunset, and I can get paid and make my money back.
And one thing I don't like is I just don't like it when these fanboys, like, I've never seen, it's the promotional fanboys I don't like. Like, guys would be like, oh, Turkey, he don't care about losing money. Well, if he didn't care about losing money, then why would he just give Canelo $200 million and make the Benavidez fight? Like, if he didn't care about losing money, why is he still putting this shit on pay-per-view? If he didn't care about money, this shit wouldn't be on pay-per-view. So at the end of the day, you care. Everybody cares about money. Stop that stupid shit. There's nobody
everyone does.
that don't give a fuck about money.
Right.
Yeah. No,
it's the way
100%.
Right, like we all do. To some degree, we all care about money in some way.
Thank you.
And it's like, bro, okay, now, right, and Canelo is like Canelo said. Oh, we could do business. We can maybe do it if the money's right. We can do business, but it's gonna be my way, my terms, because I'm the A side. I'm the A side.
And that's leverage that somebody's built up over years.
Exactly.
You have that kind of leverage because you put in that kind of work. Canelo's not in a position where he has to take these paydays from this guy because he's gotten them his whole career. So Canelo has leverage that I'm the face of boxing. I'm the draw. If me and Crawford fight, everybody's going to really be there because of me.
Yep.
That's it. So it's called leverage. That's how you do business. Turkey talking shit, talking about we're going to destroy him, we're going to crush him, and bringing up a ball like he needs to be ashamed, like just nonsense. Like, if you want to talk shit, you can't be with an arrogant position. Oh, I'm the face of boxing. Like, first off, pull your blouse down, looking like a fake ass French Montana. Calm down and relax. Just relax, bro. Man. We like the Turk. We ain't got no problem with the Turk. But at the end of the day, check your attitude at the door, and then we can all do business and enjoy the sport.
Yeah, bro, he's literally challenging Canelo by basically trying to even say he's the face of boxing. I mean, bro, that's ludicrous. I understand you got all this money, man, but Canelo can do what the fuck ever he wants to do. I mean, he's not going to bend to your will. Now, Crawford needs you. So, yes, that's why he's going to work with you. Canelo doesn't. He doesn't need you. Simple as that.
Right. Crawford's trying to, get paid and ride off into the sunset. And the only way he's going to really get paid is if he fucking listens to whatever Turk says to make that one big fight that they want. The one big fight.
And all of a sudden, man, everybody's talking about that he can't be a great fighter because he doesn't fucking have an O. Like, bro, I thought the fucking best people have fucking many fucking losses, man. Muhammad Ali's considered the best of all time.
I'll give another shout. Lennox Lewis has 2 losses.
I mean, Roy Jones Jr., one of the best fighters that ever lived, and in his prime, I don't think half of these dudes could even look in his direction. But having lost don't mean shit. It's having the nuts to go out there. Think about it. If Canelo fought everybody that Terence Crawford fought in the same way, he'd be undefeated.
And 100% knockout rate.
100% knockout rate, undefeated, would have never had a problem in any fight. So when people talk about I've never had a tough fight, because you ain't never fought nobody. Stop it.
So I got to argue a lot with people saying that Crawford is way of a better fighter, more proven than Canelo, maybe on the undisputed part, but tell Crawford, hey, Crawford, get you 60-something fights and don't lose. Try not to lose. I mean, let's see if that happens, bro. I mean,
we're talking about the same level of competition because you think that Madrimov was a tough fight. Make no mistake, Madrimov ain't no fucking Triple G.
No.
If Madrimov was Triple G, and the way he was laying that right hand on Crawford would have went to sleep. So let's just keep those things in context. That's all we're saying. It's like, you can have a lot of fights. If Canelo, and even not even on the undisputed tip, Clavo, think about it. If Canelo was fighting Julius Ndongo for undisputed, Canelo would have destroyed this guy.
Yeah, and by the way, it's like what we say, over like greatest of all time competitions. Like everyone, I still say it to this day. Floyd Mayweather ducked Triple G when he was moving up in weights.
Yep.
I refuse to hear that fight.
So
Paul Williams, Sergio Martinez.
Yeah, I was about to say that, man. Everybody
Winky
says
Wright.
Well, yeah, because
Winky Wright, absolutely.
Because who does Canelo have left to fight? To be honest with you, besides
Really,
David
nobody.
Benavidez, and maybe
Nobody.
Beterbiev, and
And
maybe
even
Beterbiev
in
even
theory,
Bivol.
even with Benavidez, he don't have to fight him. In
Exactly.
theory,
So
he
this is
don't
the
have to. Like I bitch about the Berlanga fight just because I don't want to pay for it. But at the end of the day, there's really nobody else for Canelo to fight because he's cleared all this shit.
exact. That's my point, bro.
No.
So Canelo's only leaving what? Maybe 1, 2, or 3 opponents. How many did Floyd leave without fighting?
Oh, a
Fucking
lot.
like you said, Triple G. I even heard he. Oh yeah, even Amir Khan. You know, Winky
Paul
Wright.
Williams,
Paul
Winky Wright,
Williams. You
Sergio
know,
Martinez.
some people even say Margarito, but however, I'll give him the
And
Yeah.
leverage
even
on
Keith
that
Thurman.
because yeah, Shane Mosley beat Margarito, who Floyd beat. Miguel Cotto beat Margarito, who Floyd beat. So I'll give him the leverage on Margarito, but there's more people that he left.
My most satisfying thing, and I can actually say this with truth, was I was at the Antonio Margarita versus Miguel Cotto rematch on holiday in MSG, and this is like kid me, if I'm allowed to say it, okay? So like this is like baby me, if I'm allowed to say it. 2011, it was you know how it was, and I was there watching it. Like God, we're in 2024 now, and I'm 29. So it's like 16-year-old me in MSG. That crowd that night, especially with all the controversy, because of the hand wraps, if you all remember.
Yeah.
With Margarito with the loaded gloves and all that bullshit. But like I was there, and it was and like that arena was packed. I still say it's one of the greatest sporting things I've ever been to because you had the Mexicans on one side, you had the Cubans, the Puerto Ricans, the Southern America, and like crowd was mostly pro. I'd say 70-30 pro Cotto. Oh, and when he beat the shit out of him, it was so enjoyable.
I'm gonna tell you one fight that I think about a lot is Floyd Mayweather versus Ricky Hatton. I think about that fight, and if I feel like that's the dream. If Hit Kid was a boxer, he'd be fighting Floyd. And
damn,
there's only one.
man, defend yourself, Hit.
Nah, it's fair. I can accept it.
Nah, I'm fucking with
I'm
you, man.
just
It's
trolling
all
you,
love,
Hit.
baby. It's all love, baby.
Yeah.
Like the only fights that Canelo has left, I mean, to I guess to give to the hard.
Can I quickly say this to Clavo though? I'm not going to hear Floyd ducking Amir Khan when Amir Khan was ducking Kell Brook.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
You can have that. What about the Keith Thurman? He was saying,
yeah.
Errol Spence. He needs to fight Errol Spence. He needs to fight. Remember, he's trying to push all these guys off. You can't forget those things too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Canelo ain't got nobody. Go
No,
ahead.
the only one that he could possibly give like hardcore boxing fans and true fans of the sport is if he could try to get undisputed at 175, depending on how.
And that would be if Canelo still wants to pursue more legacy, because really his legacy is great. But let's say Canelo gets through Berlanga and he says, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go to 175 and fight whoever gets the belt or whatever." That would be another legacy. But you know how the fans are. Clavo, they called Dimitri Bivol a cherry pick.
Yeah, right off the top.
So him going up there, that's gonna mean what? They're just gonna shit on him if he loses, and then they're gonna degrade him if he wins. If he wins, and let's say Beterbiev wins, he fought an old man.
Question.
Yeah, man.
But that's the only one left.
Guys. Question: who goes ahead in mandatory status if Canelo decides after the Berlanga fight to go up to 175? Canelo dropping his belts or Benavidez? Who will go first mandatory wise?
Benavidez.
Well, no, I get what you're asking. You're saying if once this fight's over and he moves up to 175, who's going to get the mandatory status? I'm going to say that basically all the organizations are going to have to give it to Canelo because they're going to be like, that's where the money is. Fuck Benavidez.
And not only that, Benavidez is not going to be in no rush to fight Bivol. Beterbiev winner.
Right.
He's
he's taking another fight. Isn't he taking another fight in December? From what
I don't even know about that. I don't even know about that 175 because from what I'm reading that there's a possibility of him going to Japan for some exhibition, and also I'm hearing words with Chris Eubanks as well, man. Man, come on, man. That's not really what I want to see, but oh my God, I mean, there's really no way to really defend it anymore. But I get it, man. You're getting old already, and I guess it's time to. It's time to fight these other motherfuckers. But see, regardless, if you really think about it, bro, everybody used to fucking criticize this man, talk about, he's way bullying. You know what I mean? He's fighting old fighters, and now that he's old, he is fighting new fighters. Munguia, Berlanga, these are new and young guys, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he's fighting niggas that are bigger than him now, bro. So this man can never win, and that's another thing that I also got to look at too. Regardless, bro.
And that's a key. A lot of people don't realize Canelo's always undersized against these guys in divisions, and then they still call these dudes cherry picks. It boggles the mind. Lord Scante said people criticize Canelo for not fighting Benavidez, but let Crawford slide with actively ducking Ortiz in boots. I mean, let's just keep the same energy about it. I mean, that's really what it is. Saying you don't want to fight these guys, but then you criticize Canelo in the same token, it doesn't make any sense.
Right.
I don't see the continuance with that shit, man. We already know. We should already know where David Benavidez is at, because he also had opportunities to also make that fight happen. Your first opportunity was, hey, you know what? Don't lose that belt. When Canelo went in at a clean house, if you would have had that belt, you would have been in line, like for sure. You would have had this fight a long time ago. And also your mandatories. You never put your mandatory in, man.
Yeah, but Clau, I think, like, you know, if we rewind the clock, like when he had the belt and he had all those fucking problems or issues, and Canelo wasn't in the division, I don't think he was, you know, I don't think Canelo was a thought to Benavidez. You know, he was just he was holding the belt and he was doing whatever the hell he wanted, and then once he fucked up, and then all of a sudden Canelo comes up, I don't think he really was about that life. Like, I don't think he really wanted it. And now that he doesn't have a belt and he's not, his name doesn't really hold any weight, he's just throwing Canelo's name out there to fucking, you know, try to get promotion or get any hype about him. So, I mean, I hope the fight gets made so that all the fucking fanboys and the madness stops when he beats him up. But like, yeah, I mean, he's not gonna do nothing. Like, he never you know, pulled the trigger on the mandatory, and like we said before, he ain't gonna jump at the gun to fight Bivol or Beterbiev. He's just gonna like sit in the outer. He's gonna sit on the outer edges of divisions and kind of just play like peekaboo to see who's there and who's not there. And he'll fight some B and C level guy to be like, oh, I'm still here. I'm calling these guys out. I'll take anybody. I just beat this guy who nobody knows him in his own fucking town. He's like, yeah, I just beat this guy. I want all of them. And then he'll just sit there and wait.
I gotta read this comment because this comment is hilarious. Not this one. I'm gonna read this one first, but it sucks that Canelo almost cleared 168. Besides Benavidez and Billy, the only opponents that are huge obstacle are those giants at 175. I agree 100%. Those guys at 175 are the really only challenge for Canelo in a weight class he don't belong in. But the only thing I was saying, Clavo, is they're going to shit on him if he goes up there for one reason or another. He's never going to get the credit. But if he does do it, I would appreciate it and enjoy it. But if he doesn't, I mean, I guess I understand. But I really would like to see Canelo take one more stab at trying to get another belt in another weight class. Just put that out there. And there's a couple of things that I wanted to read. Somebody said, Hit Kid, if he was a boxer, he would be Campbell Hatton. Another one said that if Hit Kid's entrance song would be "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor."
Yeah.
Another one said Hit Kid's entrance would be "It's Raining Men."
Oh wow! So shit on Midnight News.
They trolling my nigga, bro.
Hit, you got any response to this?
No, it happens. Let the chat have their fun. It happens. It'll be super. I mean, it was Supreme's terms last time, so next time it'll be either one of Clap or Edgar in here who gets the troll off the chat.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna defend your honor, Hit. I'm gonna defend your honor. There was somebody who called you a grocery bag boy, so I'm gonna just tell everybody this. No, I'm gonna tell everybody this who's hating on my boy Hit. You know, Hit Kid, yeah, he used to be a grocery bag boy, but now he's in a bagging bitches. And be careful before he bags boom.
I'm right,
man.
That's right.
Love
Shout out to all those
baby.
sexy little sluts.
All the time, baby, all the time. You already know. But yeah, as long as I just don't like niggas coming in here saying that hits, he's in the live. It just makes me mad, bro. That shit.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I always get on this live because guess what? I fucking know boxing.
That's right.
For sure.
That's right.
Like people need to be like, why is he always on this live? Because I fucking know this sport and I fucking know what's going on in the world of boxing. I watch it with a passion, okay?
And
this is a boxing channel after all. And if you don't like that,
he's biased towards he's a little biased towards one guy, but everybody else he's unbiased about.
Wait, who am I a little biased to?
Catterall.
Because I think he's the best at 140, and you don't.
I'm just fucking with you. Yeah.
Man, hey, so are y'all buying the Canelo Berlanga, man? Y'all buying it or not?
I'm gonna watch it. I just don't know how it's gonna happen yet. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it.
Guys, I'm off. I'm off.
All right,
All
Hit
right, hit
Man.
kid.
Salute,
All
bro.
right,
Man,
man. Go hit you some booty, man. But
Go
yeah, I
roll up,
mean,
Hit.
I mean, I really, again, we don't care for the fight because we already know how the fuck it's gonna go. I mean, we're basically gonna watch Canelo fight a guy who fucking bites people in the shoulders when he gets frustrated, who throws elbows and shit. So that's that's another thing too, man. Let's see if fucking Berlanga will bite his ass too, man. But regardless, I mean, as a boxing fan and customer, man, we got to show love and we got to pay for the shit, bro. Simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, it's I personally think he's the best fighter or one of the top three best fighters, and I'm partially biased. I'm Mexican. I gotta watch it, bro. I gotta support, and I mean, I don't think I just hope it's maybe an exciting fight for as long as it lasts.
Yeah,
I think it will. I think they got the styles to make it an exciting fight.
and we got one last comment before we check out of here. My brother Jorge says, "Grocery Boy Hit Kid gonna be Gervonta Davis next fight."
Nah, don't
Hey,
do him like that.
get paid, Hit Kid. Fuck it. Everyone else is trying to get
Goofy
paid.
Combat says Canelo Berlanga deserves to be streamed. Legally, illegally, I guess the choice is yours. And then, like I said, not only Hit Kid, but we all bagging bitches now, and be careful before you get yours bagged. My brother Edgar Moreno, my brother Clavo, you guys got any last final thoughts before we check out?
Nah, I'm good, man. I look forward to the next live, and always here to support, bro. Always here to talk the truth and be unbiased and keep it real.
Facts. What you got, Clavo? Anything left?
Yeah, baby, just man, let's let this boxing thing continue, man. It was good fucking with y'all, man. Shout out to all the panel. Our TBA just took off. But yeah, man, let's see what happens with these next fights coming up. Shout out to sexy little sluts and act like you know me, not like you owe me.
Salute, family. See you guys next time. We're out.
Yo.
Yep.